around for me and everything and was really sad, and I was just like,
all right. Actually, let me make sure that the audio level is happening. Welcome to the Kasvar, y'all. Okay, good, it's working. Yes. Fuck off.
That was unintentional.
You're a cretin.
But I feel good about it.
That's the most important thing.
Great. Welcome back. Oh my god, this chair is so freaking
Creaky.
busted. I'm
Why
gonna
don't
switch
you
chairs.
just use that one?
Chairs, yeah. Because these ones I stick to and I get hotter.
Well, yeah. It's the material.
Yeah. But
It makes me feel like a supervillain when I sit in these, so I appreciate them.
The
It's very
supervillain,
supervillain chair, like, hello.
I have no backs. Like, this is like, there's no arms for this.
So much villainy.
don't need chairs with arms. Hello.
Hello.
I'm your Game Master, Kyle. Welcome back to Kasvar.
Right.
We're just gonna dip right in, y'all.
Dip the toe.
Nobody. That's like the only funny thing. Welcome to Kasvar. Last time, Anastia Deltas, the part Porawal, part Pteros, that is part alligator or crocodile and lionfish person, respectively. Anastia Deltas. Just take them out in advance.
Sorry.
So we avoid the microphone bad time.
Thank you.
There's
We
only
have
a
good
few
cookies
left.
today.
Oh, I don't know another one.
Oh, there's only 2 left.
Take them both out then. Because I know you two motherfuckers are going to eat them.
You're making assumptions
You
that are
don't want
true.
I'll save it for later. And yes, they are true. They are the most true thing I've ever said.
It is exactly like what it's supposed to taste like.
Which is rare.
So, Anastia Deltas, the remnant, arrived alongside Chisel Laromas, who is a paladin of the Selicorm, the shark, and the Leodai, the stingray persuasion. They arrived at the tiny amphibious village of Remelin, a village that is primarily underwater in Kasvar, this almost completely aquatic world, inhabited by fish people modeled after the great behemoths that once strode the oceans. Remelin is notable because it is built around a fairly nice patch of dirt island. You know, there is some sand, but on that island they grew albena fruits, which are these like hard outer shell but meaty interior, sort of like almost like a ruby red durian. Ho ho, Gontes.
Oh,
Hello.
traveler!
Traveler. In addition to this large terrestrial fruit, there were some aquatic kelp farms.
I ate so many of these fucking Oreos. I feel like sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat more too because I just like
Yeah, I
love
wonder
them.
why you shouldn't have done eat more.
But they are so good.
Don't look at me like this. I hate the both of you very badly. So,
Strawberry shortcake. It's best.
fantastic. There you met Otto, the male full-blooded Pteros Weir of Voltanis, the behemoth of the lionfish people. A Weir is this world's word for cleric, because they basically act as dams to the god's great overwhelming might. A lot of things in this world are water metaphors for obvious reasons. Weirs can temporarily open to release a surge of a god's divine energy. That is how they see themselves. They use a literal piece of the dead god to perform such rituals. Otto was noticeable because he was missing his right leg from above the knee down, and he was missing several fingers on his left hand. I believe it was the ring, the pinky, and the first couple joints of the middle finger. And there was also Melie, the female Silarude, the catfish people. I believe she had like a very rich sort of like reddish hue to her, while Otto had much more of like a burnt umber, I believe is the word I used. And she appeared to be one of the de facto leaders of the town, where Otto sort of served as more of a defense mechanism, a very friendly one at that, though. And as a storm forced you to seek shelter there for the night, you all unfortunately awoke the next day to realize that a nearby surf stinger nest, these big, nasty, horned, sort of aquatic insects, very, very aggressive, nasty little shits. One of their saltpaper hives that was attached to a nearby oceanic stack was knocked loose during the storm and unfortunately had floated basically directly over the town. But thanks to the daring actions of the heroic remnant,
Daring.
Anastia,
There's no lies there, so
She
I don't
did
know why
so
I'm
good.
making a face.
yeah, who definitely didn't cry and hide behind Chisel.
I was majestic.
Chopped it right off.
Chisel, Otto, and Anastia did head to the floating hive, where you all laid siege to it, and through no small extended effort in what I described as a condensed dungeon, fought all of the surf stingers, as well as the surf stinger alpha, which more than anything in your book had ever prepared you for, it was far, far more heavily plated and chitinous than what your heirloom bestiary as a remnant prepared you for. To the point where, after a dream sequence, you believe that this entity might have been what's known as a gorgon, a creature that is embedded with coral blessed by the Behemoths. In this case, probably Sarkino the crab. When you went to swim to where the hive was once attached, you searched around the area, and you swam down into a large kelp field where you saw something shiny, and were attacked by monstrosities known as Kel Orm. Tiny little ambush predators with very sharp fins of kelp that they used to slice you all up. Specifically Chisel, who went down in this fight.
Yeah, that was insane.
I don't remember.
Not great.
I came for y'all hard.
Yeah, you really wanted us to
first
die.
level.
Yeah, Gontas was there.
Gontas was there.
It was
saw.
bad.
He saw.
Lauren almost flat out died.
Almost.
That was an accident.
Yeah, I mean, rolling a 1 on a death save is usually an accident.
And fatal.
Wait,
Weird.
I want to do my fucking...
I'm sorry.
no, I want to do that one guy's laugh.
Oh.
How the fuck does he do it?
You can't move your body.
Yeah, you can't move your body and your face has to... Yeah! That's it.
Yeah, it's like the ugliest stuff. That show's so good. If you haven't watched on Hulu, this episode is sponsored by
No.
Hulu. Absolutely not. It's the worst. It's the worst streaming service ever.
Don't unsponsor.
don't-
But
Don't.
definitely
don't-
unsubscribe from Hulu.
Don't.
What was it called? Making
We're
it?
never gonna get a sponsor.
No, I'm gonna sponsor from
I'll call
Hulu.
you.
Like, that was
Making
even
it.
on the
It was
table.
really good. We enjoyed it a lot. So,
Making it.
you all spent the rest of the time sort of healing from your crippling wounds and harvesting materials, which over the course of this week I have begun to lay out several new mechanics that I want to use in Kasvar, but still create in such a way that we can release them as like setting agnostic.
Right.
So we have a monster harvesting system. We now have an equipment durability system because you're making stuff with like inferior materials and
Yep.
stuff. And we have a travel system that is reminiscent of Ryutama, which in my opinion is one of the only systems to have ever gotten travel right. And it's super simple, despite how heavily focused on travel it is. So I've adapted a lot of these to 5e, and we're sort of going to be learning from there in the same way that we're learning how the Remnant class is balanced. Speaking of changes to the Remnant class, the way your bestiary works now, if it is a monster with CR2 or below, like I will tell you, like you ask me, be like, is this one in my book? And I'll check and I'll be like, yes, or I'll say no. If I say no, you have to roll like you were doing last week. But if it's CR2 or below, it's just automatically there because those are common creatures.
Okay.
So like, that's just like, oh yeah, like obviously we know what a fucking surf stinger is. They're everywhere. Like it's like not knowing what a bee is.
I failed that role though.
No, I know, and so that sort of showed me the vulnerability of that system. So CR2 felt appropriate, and rather than getting +1 to damage and +1 to AC, now you choose which one you want. You choose if you want +2 to damage or +1 to AC. Those are the big differences. Basically, it's sort of described as like the person who wrote that monster entry wrote a specific type of note, and that note is either like, here's the vulnerable point, or like, here's how to not get killed by it. That's
both
sort of,
are important.
Yeah, exactly. But everything else functions the same. Yeah, I met a happy medium between the two design philosophies I was considering for it. And so that is sort of where we are going to pick off. Oh, and we also have the monster harvesting and crafting system, which is sort of, no, shark has sharp teeth. Yes, exactly.
Sometimes we forget.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was a gummer. Oh man.
This shark is a gummer. That's what fucking was ill prepared. So the monster harvesting system, we're sort of still hammering it out. It's not finished right now, specifically the crafting stuff, but Kat and I were working on it yesterday and a couple times this week. And I'm implementing thresholds, which is one thing that D20 has never done, and there's a couple examples of it in 5e, but it should do it more. Basically, similar to Savage Worlds, where if you succeed really well, other stuff happens, and if you do like a regular success, then you get some stuff. If you fail, you get some stuff. But if you fail by a great amount, then bad shit happens. So like the thresholds sort of are variable now. There's more targets to hit. And we're going to see how that works. We're not applying that to AC or anything. We're just applying it to these auxiliary systems. Let's also throw in exploding dice in the mechanics. Why not? No, Gontes! That's a terrible plan.
I would actually.
I kind of like it.
I would
Cat
love
got smite
that.
this level. It's going to be bad.
I'm gonna smite.
We'll just destroy everything.
No.
If my D4s just like exploded, could you imagine? Like I have a really high % chance to. Oh, it's like not that one.
25%.
Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, eventually you'll get there.
Not that one. Keep going. Exploded. 4 plus 1.
Great.
4 plus
I hope
2.
it was worth it.
It was. That bit was worth it.
So-
It was
Gold.
You both, last session, had the intention of traveling to the jellyfish capital. The race is known as the Sindara, which is difficult to spell. A lot of these naming conventions come from Sanchez.
I'm into them.
They also come from the genus and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
they come-
some of them are bastardizations of the base animals. I also changed the eel that we based it on. I think we originally used something, but now it's a ribbon eel because
I like
I learned
ribbon
some really neat shit about ribbon eels and
I have
about
to say-
how they can change their gender and their coloration is really cool. So I want to adopt that into Amagos.
I always liked marine biology, but for this game, I've done a lot of extra research for it just because I loved it before. In high school, I used to be really into it. And so when Kyle and Mike were asking me, what should I put in this game? I was just like, put all these monsters
You
in.
and Mike Brown have given us some of the best shit in this setting.
Yeah, Mike Brown and I used to talk for hours just about random shit.
Yeah, the only knowledge I have of anything is due to Animal Crossing, so I'm not really a good. I didn't know you guys during the time of the creation of the game.
That's okay. There's only
Also, this is a soft reset of the world. A lot's still getting changed. This is probably what I would call the first canonical one for the book for it.
Also,
I'm
Animal
sure
Crossing is
Sanchez
very
would take
informative.
beef with that. What's up?
Animal Crossing is very informative though, so I have knowledge.
So yeah, just make sure to catch one of the very common fish.
Yes. I caught a guppy.
Oh shit, a sunfish!
Whoa! They're all bones. They're bad eating. So, you were heading to Psychophorum, the Snindaren capital, the jellyfish people capital. And I forgot to put the map on the screen. We don't have a proper world map yet. We have a really shitty rough one that Mike and I did, and I've revised and revised and revised. But you are nearest to the Voltanus, the Lionfish capital. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But the next, like, in the direction you're heading, the next closest behemoth is the Snendaran capital of Psychophorum. But you have maps, so, like, there are things that are noted on these maps. And that's sort of where we're going to begin. Because the two of you are in your room, your communal room, I should say, in the place that you share with Otto and some of the other villagers, which have kind of been giving y'all your space the past couple days because of just, like, how bad y'all almost died for them repeatedly.
Cool.
Because you don't remember it, but you were dragged back to town.
Oh, right. I got hurt.
Yeah, they stabilized you and they just pulled you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last thing I remember. Because those stupid things came back to life. That wasn't fair.
Play dead. It's a great mechanic.
And I kept stabbing dead ones.
I know. That's why it's a great mechanic.
You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you. The Orm is all cat, too.
Actually, I made them.
You've done this.
We've adapted mechanics.
As angry as I am, it's me.
Cat Theory crafts a lot of tight shit.
I think through shit, and then I'm like, what mechanic would this, like, go with? And Kyle's got the mechanic side while I'm like, this is cool. This will definitely kill me one day.
Oh, and it did.
It did.
And it did.
And it did.
Just wait until we get to the actual dangerous Orm.
Oh, God.
It's a species.
It's so bad.
I don't like the name.
It's a species.
Venorm is the worst one. They're based on these, like, worms that live near volcanic vents.
Yeah,
obviously they spit lava.
They kind of look.
Yeah,
they kind of look like kelp, but they are tubes.
Yeah, like tube worms.
Just awful.
So,
Awful tubey worm.
maps in this world, I believe, would probably come in. So basically, this was the big thing that I had trouble with over the week. Is like how much of this world is just like hand wave fantasy, and how much of this world is like we're trying to make use of the setting and underwater. So like we're gonna encounter some things that it's just like obviously this isn't how it works underwater. For example, fighting, but where we can, we're gonna try to like adopt things into the world that obviously makes sense. So, maps in this world, there's no real parchment unless you get like magically treated kelp paper or something like that. But there are a lot of maps that are tattooed on fish scales, where they like scale the fish and like they prepare the side of it and then they tattoo it with ink. And there are also maps that are tattooed into jellyfish flesh. That's like, treated and rolled out and like spread out into this like sort of thick parchment. And these maps sometimes even come in like cubes, which are tattooed in 3 dimensions. So you can actually like rotate to see a full 3D model of an interior or something like that. Like depth maps, I would call them, are usually these 3D maps where it's like, here's this in relation to this, because a lot of this world is 3-dimensional. But the super common rudimentary maps, which is what the two of you have, are tattooed on the inside of fish skin and scales. And like it gets treated and so on and so forth and like preserved. So that way it won't rot away in the water just instantly. But yeah, so that's... Or etched into shells, I imagine. That is also a good one. I was thinking stones, but that's too heavy. Shells is a good idea. Shells are probably the local maps, where it's like something small. But as you're looking at your maps, if y'all are, just for the purposes of you two, I mean, the stream doesn't, who cares? If y'all are here, Psychophorum is probably over here.
Okay, and how close is
Voltanus? Voltanus is probably somewhere like around here. You've already left there. You could double back. It would take
I don't want to
a few days. But the big concern as you're sort of looking at this crude map is this like beaked etching tattoo sort of in there. It is a large stretch of open ocean with some land, but it is mostly open ocean. However, this part of the ocean goes directly through the territory of the Acipros, which are the children of the sea hawk behemoth. Unlike basically every other creature, the sea hawk behemoth does not breathe water. It preys on creatures of the ocean. The Acipros are... most people have never talked to them. They're kind of like boogie men, but they're very real. Like, it's not just like, it's not like the stories of Hadal, the monster at the bottom of the ocean that like eats bad children.
Weird. Here be dragons.
Here be dragons. But Acipros are like a very dominant species, and they are reported to be like a very cruel species. They're a non-player race for, purposes of, first off, birds can't breathe water.
If they could breathe.
Some can breathe for long periods of time.
Yeah, they can hold their breath and shit. But like,
Penguins.
we decided not to do that. They were originally a playable race, but Mike and I sort of ended up liking them more as villains. And they are known to sort of like prowl the ocean looking for fish to prey upon. They are a warlike race who they just want what they view as lesser races to know their places. Sometimes they prowl in like actual boats they have constructed because they can't sleep in the water like you can. They have to stay on a boat. So there are weaknesses to them. But the most direct route takes you directly through Garuna. It's an ocean. You can like go around, but it'll be a much longer travel.
So if this was Civilization 5, they're the barbarians.
What? No, they're super not barbaric.
Oh no. But they keep popping out of nowhere and just antagonistic for no reason.
Yes, but like they're super cultured and they're super civilized and like they have really well-made weapons and armor. Like
okay, so like if a city-state had like merged...
I don't know why we're trying to adapt. They're like nothing. They're like Pauji.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Pauji is our friend who militarized really fast all of the time, and then would just attack people for fun with machine guns when they still didn't have machine guns.
Yeah,
he would only build high military. Like that is sort of what they are. They are
or like the bot Gandhi would just go after you.
Yeah, sort of like Sky Romans. They're big racists, imperialists, but they can't conquer the ocean. Yes, like that's what they are.
They want to.
Yeah, they want to.
Here's the thing. No, because living in the water, that's dirty. They don't want that. They just don't want you motherfuckers to come up to the surface.
Okay, now I got
the surface is their domain.
Got
you can have beneath the water. We're still gonna kill some of you, but like if you come up, like they are known for pushing people off of islands. Huh. They're assholes.
They're the worst.
They are the worst.
The cats of the fucking real world.
Yes. But yes, so it would take substantially less time to get to Psychophorum if you just go straight, and there is a chance that if you swim deep enough and quiet enough and, got lucky enough that you wouldn't encounter any of them.
All right.
Or you could take the long way around, and, the long way around has its own problems, but it's mostly revolving around, like, it's long.
It sucks.
It's long, and it would bring you sort of close, but, like, nowhere near as close to this. It would bring you near the Shattered... the Shattered Coast. Okay. Which is the domain of, like, a powerful warlord, basically. The Shattered Sovereign.
Okay.
The Jagged Coast, that's what the area is called.
Jagged
and
Coast.
he is the Shattered Sovereign.
Got it.
And, like, he would be, like, somewhere, like, around here. So, like...
Oh, he's...
You're nowhere
like
near
a big
as
boy.
close.
He's so big.
That's Otto's piece. Leave me alone.
Oh, no, I thought maybe find a big
I'm just
guy.
saying, he's a big
no,
boy.
Like,
Put this one.
That's a sharp boy.
I can't get heckled by my teeth.
when I heckle like you, I'm agreeing with... I like the big... We gotta be the big boy. I'm sorry.
So, as you're sort of looking over it, Otto goes, so, which way do you think y'all are going?
Not this way. Not I feel like...
That's probably smart.
But it takes so much longer if we do that.
I mean, I've faced things like this before. Of course, I'm just saying.
Right,
I don't want to. I don't want to face it.
Have you though?
Shouldn't be a problem then.
Actually, you know what? Give me a bluff. Otto, because Otto does not believe you. He is going to roll insight.
Well, I face things by looking at them.
No. How'd you
I'm
do?
just gonna say that my character believes the good in people,
Oh, it's
so
deception,
she
I guess.
believes it.
Oh, fuck off.
So, 14?
You beat him. Okay, fine. If you think that it's a bad play, then I would say you guys should probably go this way.
It just takes days longer.
Oh, it's weeks. It's weeks.
But what else are we doing, really?
I mean, I would like to get there sooner, and I'd be doing more.
But you might be dead. You might be dead going this way. I mean, I know.
I mean, if it was just me, I would go that way and it wouldn't be a problem. But because there are multiple people, it's more likely that we'll be seen. You are correct. Well, can't we just like slightly go? Just go like a fucking.
Just go like here,
like,
let's
like it's just like oh yeah. No, like it was just. They're just like, fuck the shit, I'm out. Instead of going like, gotta go.
What do you want to do?
Okay, so...
Can't we go like, la 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 la, whoop?
Yeah.
Puh.
Yeah. You can take a break. I mean, you'll still be going near their waters, but like, you don't have to give a huge berth. Like, but I'm saying like, taking the extra precautions.
Yeah.
Is an exchange of it taking longer.
It'll take a little bit longer, but what if we did just a little bit out of our way? Just a little bit. I'm not saying we have to go.
Little.
I'm not saying we have to go right through. Oh my god, what happened there?
I don't know, but you rolled your R really hard.
Yeah, I was getting Scottish up in there. So sorry. I'm not saying we have to go all the way out of our way. Or through their. Oh my god, I did it again.
It's okay, just power through it.
Their territory. I'm just saying that we take precautions. So that way, you're right, we don't go directly into their territory.
What kind of precautions?
Well, for starters, going around. Not going too close to the surface because we know our not so much friends will come and get us. And,
I mean, I don't want to interject, like, you two make the plans for whatever it is that you two are going to do, but, like, just so you know. And he sort of, like, gets out, like, a little needle with some, like, albena pulp on it. And he starts, like here-ish. It's actually pretty shallow. Like, maybe about as shallow as around here. And, like, around here specifically is, like, 10 to 15 feet deep. At the deepest, like, 25 feet.
damn fish. All right.
One thing about the ocean that I really want to stress is that it's not... There are differences to our ocean where it's, like... It's not just, like, shallows and then just depths for the rest of the way. Like, there are parts of our ocean that aren't like that, but, like, for the most part, most of the ocean is relatively shallow. Like... Anywhere from 10 to like 50 to 60 feet. Like, it's not a very deep ocean. There are plenty of deep parts, but like this specifically, it's extra shallow here.
Okay. So maybe going towards the extreme opposite and then risking it there, risking it for the biscuit.
How much risk?
Less risk than if we went straight this way.
But is it as... This way here looks... I mean, if you think that you're strong... I mean, of course we're strong.
I mean,
but,
we're pretty strong.
Right. Like I said, I've faced this
there
many times.
There are a lot to be said about fighting the Asipros. Just saying. That's kind of like hero things to do. A lot of people get... There might be travelers on that road that need help.
They'd have to be pretty desperate to travel. Like, a pod would have to be pretty desperate to swim through there.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
But what if they are there?
They would need
help.
They would like if we showed up. They would remember if we showed up.
I'm not laughing in character, I promise. Yes! Inspiration!
Oh, and here's your spells.
Oh, yeah.
/ smites.
How many smites do I get?
2. You have 2 first level spells.
Oh, okay.
So you can cast a spell or you can do a smite.
Oh, okay, so smites aren't like cantrips or anything like that.
No.
Okay, got it. All right, I'm just saying that a little bit of risk hurts someone, but maybe there are people in need.
I agree 1,000%. I think you're right that we should... There might be people there who need our help, and then they'll let other people know how good we are at killing monsters. I think we should go this way.
Wow. That was impressive. You two are a good team.
Oh, the best.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna get back to work in the field then. Just let me know if you both need any more healing or anything like that, okay?
Oh, okay. You said last session that you wanted to come with.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
After the game, Kyle said that I'm recruitable. That's all that happened.
Pretty sorry you...
No, I'm pretty sure Kyle remembers.
Okay. I remember it differently, but
That's
alright.
okay, we have documentation.
Alright, I'll go back.
Okay. If you bring proof, I'll give you an extra inspiration next time.
I'm gonna have so much inspiration.
I'm gonna have so much inspiration. I'm gonna be inspiring.
Oh, fuck off, Gontes. Are you watching Tier Zoo? Go watch Tier Zoo if you want to talk about animal meta. It's like the best YouTube channel for zoology.
Okay, so
he swims out.
he swims away.
Oh, how far away is he?
In the kelp field, so like far enough that he can't hear you.
Oh, I had to ask a question.
Oh,
I mean, you can
go ask him a question.
I was
I'll be
giving
right back.
I was giving you privacy.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay. That's
So like you catch him like as he's getting into the kelp field. He says, "Oh, hey, what's up?"
You said you were able to heal things, right? Right? You healed Did
yeah.
you find any way to heal this horrible scar that I have?
No, I told you.
I know, but I was just wondering if you thought of anything since then.
I mean, like, if I could heal permanent disfigurements.
How permanent is it?
Pretty permanent. Like, I would probably do some other ones first. Sorry.
Have a nice day. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back.
You vain little shit.
there you go.
How permanent is a permanent scar? Thank you, Contest.
Thank you, Gontes. How permanent is permanent?
So you swim back into the little hovel. Is there anything that you guys want to do with the day, or like any scenes that you want to do, or anything like that? Because you have, like I said, you have enough materials to make
Stuff.
shields and stuff, so we can like start doing some stuff like that.
Can I do it in town, or would I have to wait until we get to Psychoflorum
You have, I would assume that you have the tools here.
to make like a shield or something?
A shield is probably pretty simple in Kasvarian terms, but like, yes, like you both are craftspeople, so I would assume that you have the set of tools related to your specific craft. So for you probably have leatherworking tools, like to make things out of scale and hide. And you probably have armorer's tools.
Right.
Which you would use to make out like heavy stuff out of.
Right.
So I would say yes, you have the ability, and a shield, because it's not like a complicated recipe, it doesn't really need measurements or anything like that. Like, it's something that you've been able to like blueprint in your head over the past like 2-3 days.
Okay. Yeah, then I would try to make a shield.
Okay, so that's gonna be our
Yes.
first crafting roll.
Good luck on your crafting.
So,
I'm going to fail.
so like, are you hanging out while she's doing this crafting? Or
I
are you
want to
doing something
make it kind of like close to the farm.
So you want to like be like sitting on the roof of the building that you're on, like sort of
Yeah.
floating there. And one thing that I like about the underwater setting is like a lot of stuff you can just like leave it in the water and it'll float there for a little bit before like it gets pushed away or like sinks down. Like there's
Or
like,
floats up.
exactly, there's like some buoyancy mechanics at play. So like I really want to start thinking in that third dimension. So for this, you want to try it? It's really good.
What is that?
It's
Beer.
beer. Do you want?
I think we still have soda.
We still have a sody, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
These
They're
sodas.
alcoholic.
Oh yeah, you said you didn't want to take a chance.
No, it's not my fault. It said it was made for
I'm not-
children.
No, I know.
It
I'm
did
not
say
trying
it was
to
made for children.
shame you about it. Yeah. But to be fair, abroad there is alcohol for children, specifically marketed at children.
I'm fine.
Oh my god.
Do you have the PHP? Thank you. Actually, fuck it. So you have your tools, right? Like you have your proficiency. So we're gonna call this one
Yes.
your proficiency, and we are going to say that this is just going to be a straight up proficiency plus, let's say, constitution, because this is like a very forceful thing that you're trying to make, and it's kind of going to be tiring to make this.
Okay. All right.
So you add your proficiency modifier
So
to
that's
your
2
modifier modifier, and then you roll your
two,
d20.
So 4.
So plus 4. Okay, and let's see, the DC for this is a simple blueprint, so we'll say that the DC is 5. I'm sorry, the DC is 10, excuse
I was
me.
about to say, whoa.
Yeah, we'll say
I'm a
it's
6 10.
Okay, so you succeed. You do not get a fail. So basically the way it works is, if you succeed with 5 or more, you get a bonus attribute that you can put on it. So like, it weighs less. It gains an extra point of durability, which ties into our durability system. Because like, if you get critically hit or you critically fail on something, your gear begins to break down. So like, I'm going to break down a lot of your shit over this campaign. It's all made with inferior material. If you just regularly succeed, it's just the normal piece of equipment.
So I made a normal shield.
You made a normal shield. If you
Now-
fail, you still craft the gear, but it gets a penalty attribute, such as being brittle or being sort of unwieldy. And if you fail by 5 or more, you fail completely and all materials are destroyed.
I'm a shield.
My old nemesis.
So I get
You
a
know
plus 2 to my armor with a shield?
Shields are plus 2, but you have to have it, like,
On.
equipped, yeah.
Okay. So when I equipped it, I'll have a 19 AC.
Holy fuck! Oh, you picked the defensive fighting style?
I'm a tank, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget.
You're very cute. But I hate you. I wish you were gone. Get me that wish box from that movie starring that girl. Wish Upon. It's a terrible horror movie.
What are you talking about?
Gashapon?
Yes, Wish Upon. So
I would like to see it.
you craft a completely mundane shield. And
I'm okay with that.
we were crafting this out of the carapace of the surf stinger, right? So tell me how it looks. Like, you've sort of pieced these things together and used like a plaster material or something to like lock it together. But like, tell me how it looks. Like the color, the size. Like if we're making this stuff and shit.
I love it.
If we're making stuff bespoke, if we're making bespoke stuff, then I want y'all to paint me pickies. What's the picky cat? What's the Picross?
So it has the shape of a shield, but it's very like blocky because she didn't do great, but it's pretty good for her first shield. So it kind of goes with the spike, like one of the spikes.
Oh, you put like one of the horns in the
Yeah.
center? Oh, that would be a
In the
cool
center.
bonus attribute if you could also
If
put a D4 of damage on the shield so you can like shield bash with it.
Decorative at the moment.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's decorative. What color is a surf stinger?
Well, surf stingers themselves are sort of like jadish and agate, like sort of like a shiny green and a shiny yellow.
Okay.
But this one specifically, because it was a Gorgon,
Right. It was weird.
the carapace I said was like this like fire red.
Oh, cool. Okay, so she would layer it so it kind of looked like not scale, but like hide layered of the red. So it would be red, but then have like the horn coming out, and it was like it's chunky. It's just it's a good chunk shield.
Just a big, beautiful, chunky chitin shield.
Yeah.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Yeah. It didn't get any pluses to being pretty, so.
So that would consume. How many surf stingers did we kill? We said like 10. Let's say you have, and you failed some of the rolls. So let's say you guys had 7 units of surf stinger.
Yes.
This would consume 1 unit
Okay,
because
so
it's just a
6.
shield.
6 units of Surstinger ammo.
Yeah. And this would also consume 1 unit of the chitin, because you're using both to make this sort of shield.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you have crafted your first weapon,
Nice.
your first piece of gear, and that means, just because I really love you both,
Aw,
you both
you're
get
so
inspiration.
nice today, so generous.
Oh, what's going on?
appreciate it.
He wants to kill us.
You're gonna need it. No,
Can,
I was gonna make random encounter tables that are like interesting and not terrible, like a lot of the ones that I've encountered in my life.
Yeah.
But I didn't have time to finish it. So I'm sort of just improvising today. So we're gonna see what I do to y'all.
when we went, for some reason I'm getting like, oh, it's probably because I played Monster Hunter all day, so my hand is like
Do
cramped.
you want Advil or Relief or something?
I don't know. No, I'm good. I was just wondering, when we went into battle, what did Otto wear? Like, just his...
Otto just sort of wears like a kelp loincloth, like sort of like a kelp skirt.
So no pants?
No, he doesn't wear pants. He has 1 leg.
Right. Or like shorts.
No, he wears a skirt because it's easy to get in and out of.
Makes sense.
And also, he's underwater. And also, modesty is very different in Kasvar.
Right, I figured that, but like, does he wear shirts?
You know what? Let's say yes. When he went into battle, he had one of those like half plate, like sort of like those half leather breastplates.
Oh,
that
yes,
sort of,
yes.
Strap
I've seen
around the
those.
side,
Alright.
and it was made of like a really dull fish scale. Like it's super worn down.
Super worn. Okay, so can I try to make one of those with some of the surf standing?
That would take a lot of time.
All right, well, I'd like to spend the rest of the day doing it.
Okay, so you begin planning out, but you're gonna need to like measure Otto, like
Okay, I go up to him with a kelp.
as he's sort of like cutting. He says, "Oh, hey, what are you doing?"
Sorry, I totally lost it.
No, it's okay. You fell into my voice.
I did.
It happens.
Sorry, I just was wondering.
Fuck off, Cortez. That's not funny.
Just like everybody else, I put my hands on one leg at a time. All right. I was just wondering if you didn't mind. I was trying to make something for me. So I
Okay.
and
But why are you like doing this around me?
how much do you know about crafting?
Well, I used to be pretty good at it, but I'm not super good at needlework anymore.
Right, I figured.
On account of
yes, I
Can't
didn't
really
mean to bring
fine
that up.
manipulate.
Okay.
No, it's fine. Like,
Sorry.
it's cool.
No, I thought it would be nice to make some things, and so I wanted to make something. I'm really
What?
bad.
What are you talking about?
Is it okay if I make you something?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay,
I'd be
cool.
really appreciative of that.
Okay, perfect. Then
So he complies. He says, so just tell me like what you want in trade for this, yeah?
Oh, I just thought they were saying how you protect the town, and since we're leaving.
I mean, the town is fine. Like, very, very infrequently will something bad happen. I've been here for like 4 odd years now, and it's just like this and when I first arrived, that was really about it. Yeah.
Oh, is it as bad as here or worse the time you arrived?
Well, it was only 2 things before. It was only 2 mist prowlers, so like, depends. Both were bad.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you want to travel? Or are you happy here?
I mean, it would have been difficult to keep traveling alone like this. So that's sort of why I stayed. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm not forcing you. I'm just giving you an option. You seem to be a good heel boy. I almost said but. I didn't want to say that in character. You seem like a good man that heals. And I am not the best at healing with my powers. I heal, just not very a lot. And I was wondering if maybe you even said it yourself they can function without you.
I mean, you know what? We'll have this conversation later, okay?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I did not mean to make
it's
you
fine,
uncomfortable.
It's fine. No, it's fine. I'm not uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable.
Okay. I just want to say one last piece as I finish up. I was gonna say something important. Now I don't remember it. As I finish up measuring him, it's silently awkward for a little while because I don't say anything. And I just would like to help more people, and I feel as though you could help that happen, especially out in the open waters. As it's my job as a paladin, and I take it very seriously, and I see the value in having someone of your proclivity.
Okay. Like I said, I'll think about it.
Like I said, rhetorical, just me saying shit. Bye-bye. I will make this.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are you up to?
Heal drone. Heal boy. Heal bot. Heal drone. Heal robot.
Are you done insulting me? So.
I was watching you make that shield.
Is that what happens when I walk back? You're just like, I'm watching you.
I was watching.
But you already did. But I mean, while I was...
Okay.
I guess I'm very noticeable, but I wasn't seen, right? I thought it was really lackluster. So ugly. What are you doing? I would like to...
I'm not even there and
You would
she's
like
insulting
to
me.
what?
Yes, it's plain. I made a plain shield.
I kind of watched to see what you do to see how it looked, to try to do kind of one-up it. I don't really have anything on me other than those wings. Am I able to, because they're hydrophobic, turn them into a cool cape? But I mean, the only thing it would do, probably not stat-wise for like my thing, but just maybe I could use it for like things if I have to hold it eventually, protected from water. Is that allowed? If I could succeed on this roll.
Yes, you could craft it into like a basically like a sheet that you could then
I'm
use
making
as a
it
cape
fancy,
or
but
turn into a sack.
That's what I'm saying.
It won't be a waterproof sack, but it will
help a
be
little
water
bit.
protective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd say go for it. That would be Weaver's proficiency, because this is like a specific type of, which I assume you don't have based on your
I
start.
don't even know what that means.
What tool are you proficient with?
Oh, the leather tools. So that's not this.
No. That one. So you won't have your proficiency on this.
But my character won't care.
We'll call it dexterity because you're sort of, it's like intricate sewing.
Well, here we go.
Oh, not bad.
19.
So you succeed by 5 or more. So bonus attributes for this, it's really difficult. So
Yeah, I don't know.
so I'm gonna say, also like in this thing, there's gonna be like examples of like what a bonus attribute is, but also a disclaimer like, just do something that makes sense.
Well, yeah.
So for this one, I'm going to say that you make it so well that like it's like really good.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you use it as a bag, when it's in its bag usage, it will protect things from the water for twice as long.
Okay. How shiny is it?
So shiny.
Oh,
It's
boy.
beautiful. It's
Shiny!
Shiny!
So, I know you left, but now I'm just in the doorway, just like, what are you doing?
Just like coasting up.
yeah, like...
Hey.
Hello?
Oh, I didn't even... I mean,
You like look over your shoulder like, oh, I didn't see you there.
Hello?
Oh.
I was just, crafting.
Oh, and do I say, are you wearing it?
Of course.
Oh,
Fucking of course. Kind of, give me an inspiration for dumb questions.
No, they're mine. Oh, that is good. Can I get in? You're kind of blocking the door.
Oh, sure. I also really like your shield. It looks really good.
Oh, it's kind of average. It's my first time making it.
Oh, I understand.
And she like puts it in the corner, and then I like your new cloak. You're a master weaver. I was not aware.
Oh no, this was nothing. It didn't take that much time, but I'm glad that you appreciate how it looks.
Yes, it's very shiny. It matches your whole ensemble.
Thanks.
I'm going to work on something for our friend Otto. I thought maybe, basically, I would make a piece, and I invited him to come journey with us because he's such a good heel boy.
He is a good heel boy.
Oh, he's never gonna come with you guys. Melly is in here. She's like,
Jesus, Melly, why do you keep doing?
I pose again.
Melly does this all the fucking time.
no, she doesn't.
Yeah,
This is the first
yeah,
time she's
yeah.
done it.
I think it's the
No,
first
no,
time
no.
she's done it.
She's done it a million
No, it's the first
times.
time.
In my
She's like tossing some stuff into like a net or something.
I think that I'm more affected by her because she saw me dancing that one time.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, like with respect, but even if you two ask, he's not gonna come with you.
Oh, well, why do you think that?
He's got it in his head that we need him here.
Well, I just
It's nice to have him, don't get me wrong, but need is a strong word.
spoke with him and he says, well, they can continue doing things without me.
Have you never said something to someone to put their mind at ease?
You can see through me like I'm a piece of paper. I hate this. Or a piece of kelp. I hate this.
Okay. Weird.
Well, I thought I'd make him some armor because his looked kind of shabby from the other
I
day.
have some things I could add to, but he'll appreciate that.
Well, he said he would like any clothes that we could make him. So.
Well, we're not going to just make the average. We'll make it very nice. He'll definitely come with us with something like
Well,
that.
something practical.
Yeah.
Well, sure. Just maybe try to make it a little less shiny than hers.
I was.
It would be impossible to be as shiny as mine.
No, I know, but like most sharks hunt based on shininess.
I knew that. I knew that the whole time.
Like a lot of sea animals hunt.
I don't
They
think.
should see me because they're afraid, and I knew that.
Give me a fucking like deception or persuasion to like convince her that like you're doing this on purpose. If you're lying or just like trying to cover up your idiocy, then deception.
Deception.
I would love to move, but I really like your shoes.
15.
Oh. Well, I guess if you are trying to hunt monsters, it would be a good idea to bring them to you.
Makes it a lot easier for me.
Okay. Well, then for him, maybe just less shiny, you know?
Oh yes,
He's
I
a
work
very
in.
subdued guy.
I work in very practicality. She's the one who works in more of the beautifulness of everything, which is not a problem.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, he could do with a new set of fish scale. That would be very kind of the two of you. Thank you.
Oh, we said it at the same time.
Just let us know what you want in trade.
Well, I just thought this would be nice for him since he helped us out so much.
Okay. Well, I gotta get back to work.
But maybe some pearls would be cool.
Sure. We'll toss some pearls your way. Cool. I gotta get back up on land. The trees need a little bit of tending. We're trying to use new
Trees?
Yeah, the trees.
Oh, right. They had an orchard.
No, it's
I
okay. You
forgot
hit
about
your
it.
head really hard.
I still can't hear out of this ear, but I'm sure
You
it'll
should get Otto to look at that.
probably later tonight.
But yeah, we're trying a new surf stinger meat compost. I don't really know much about surface farming, so this has been very fun for me.
You look ecstatic.
Thank you. And she swims out with like some stuff that she's collected in that net.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to spend the rest of the night trying to make this as practical as possible.
I would love to help.
Okay. Less shiny, though.
I would love to help.
Okay. So, if we're both working on it...
This is gonna, this would take, 2 or 3 days.
Okay, that's fine.
This shit isn't easy. I don't want you guys to think that this is gonna take, and 2 or 3 days is, a rush job. It would probably take closer to a week to 10 for, a real good one. If you rush, then that's fine. But, there are penalties.
Is there something...
I mean, I made the shields.
I know, and I was being nice.
Oh.
It was a simple design. All you did was take some stuff and stick it together and put a handle on it.
Well, okay. Well, I have his measurements.
Mm-hmm. So, all you say is, you spend the night beginning. Like, you're only going to roll once.
Okay, so I begin the process.
This is like, you know how long does it take to make a cosplay, you know? Like, it takes a long fucking time.
I just think it's funny that you compared it to cosplay, because I do not see any of my cosplays surviving an attack in underwater. So I understood what you mean.
Like, it takes a long ass time to make something.
All right. So
how long are y'all staying in
I want to
town?
complete this and then I'll go.
Okay. So you guys are going to spend like 3-4 days?
Yeah. In my opinion, this is something small for them.
Okay.
For him, because he did this.
So is there anything that you want to do in like other time during these like 3-4 days? Like, it's not going to take every waking moment of every fucking day.
Other than like sharing stories with the masses,
You can go ahead and give me perform. Just
okay. I'm
Sharing stories with the masses, because they need to know.
14.
they're enthralled. You're hitting them with stories that like you haven't used before, and like the kids love it. Even Otto seems like excited. Even Melly, when she's nearby, she's like,
Cool.
she seems really engaged.
And all of them are true. So
I was there.
baby.
Is there anything that you are doing or anyone you want to talk to?
I'm a strong person of interest, and so I want to help with the the floating dry meat thing.
I mean, like, I want to be clear. The concept of dried meat doesn't exist.
Right. So
No, exactly. Like, you don't understand. Like, yes, we've dried this meat. Okay, cool. Put it in the bag. We're gonna go swimming. Like, do you understand?
maybe you can give it to those fucking birds.
You get it?
Okay. Yes, it's dumb. I get it.
It's not that it's dumb. It's just that like it's
I thought it'd be like rare.
Surface dwelling thinking. It is rare, but like they literally can't transport it. It does not exist. There's no boats.
Can't we put it on a raft and just like send it somewhere?
There's very little wood.
Who's getting it?
All of my hard work.
Oh no, they're gonna use it for stuff. Like, don't get me wrong.
Okay,
They're
but
using
I'd
it
like
for
to
stuff.
help the town with what they're doing.
They're scuttling it.
Oh.
What? No, they're gonna scuttle it and turn it into a new building.
Oh, okay, because last week
No, I know. You guys anchored it so it wouldn't sail away in the night, and now they're gonna scuttle
they
it.
also made it a salting station last week. Now it's destroyed.
No, I know. I
dedicated to
just,
the
I just didn't want to get into it.
I feel real bad.
It's like they
All
did
right,
be walking up
all right.
disappointed and going.
I'm so excited to help them with the salting station.
Your character probably wouldn't consider that. I'm just being honest. Like, it's a thing that an aquatic person wouldn't
Okay.
be like, oh yeah, let's dry the meat out. And they're like, why?
Because it's different.
Okay, fine. So then they've made some dried fish and kelp up
And
here.
they didn't like it.
No, and they like it. They're like, oh, that's good. All right, let's scuttle it.
Okay, can I help them scuttle it?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Give me strength. Strength saving throw.
Sorry.
Fucker.
It was a 19. I just want to say it was a 19.
Well, what is it?
It's a 6.
You're really bummed.
I'm so bummed about
Really
this.
bummed.
I really thought I was helping the town.
Yeah. No. And they sort of go about, you know, a controlled sinking. And then it, you know, rests and it sort of fills a gap down here. And thankfully it's like already pretty salty and relatively hydrophobic. So like it's going to last for a while. It's sturdy. And so they start to like carve out some of the walls in there. And they have this large defensible dome now, basically. And it's like the whole time they're very thankful for you bringing this over. Like, really, Melly goes, it really was above and beyond.
You're well. Thank you.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
If you don't want to talk about it, then we don't have to talk.
I am a forward thinker, and that's okay.
What?
She walks by.
Girl is weird.
I'm a surface
These two
dweller
are
thinker.
both weird.
don't know why you think I'm weird.
Okay. And I go and I cry and as I make the stupid
I'm
So-
just like dancing in the night.
So you're telling stories, you're crafting. Okay, yeah.
Alright. That's what I probably do every day.
Okay.
Like a little habit.
Okay. And if that's all y'all are doing, then at the end of it, you both, one of you can make the roll.
Okay.
Because both of you are cooperating on it,
Not
whoever rolls it has advantage. And Kat just fucking did not even ask.
Well, no, I believe
No,
in
no, no.
that.
I'm actually rolling out my luck right now.
Oh, but you can go.
No, I
No,
swear.
you can go. I think it's good if
Because
you
I'm using my left hand. I never use my left hand.
Okay.
It's doing pretty good.
I don't know.
When are you gonna use it?
When my two hands come
Are you
together
ready?
in a
Is
sweet
this the
embrace.
roll? Is this the roll?
This is it.
You creep.
It's a 4.
Nice.
No.
Doing good.
And what is that? An 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's plus my...
Proficiency, and for this we'll say intelligence because it's
9, 10.
prolonged.
Why would it be my intelligence?
Because it's
Oh.
prolonged. It's a plan.
Well, I planned for it to be better than it was. It's 12.
12, right? That's good. That's
No,
good.
it's not.
Yeah, it's 8 plus 2 plus... Oh,
Plus
9,
0.
Yeah.
So it's 10.
10.
It's
Well-
painfully average.
So you
good.
you fail by
No,
less than 5.
you said if it was equal, too. That was what my shield was. Equal, too.
Your shield was a simple design.
Oh, this one's.
This is armor. So you successfully craft the gear, but it does come with a penalty. And the penalty, I am going to say, is that it is less durable. It's going to break quicker than other stuff. But it functions fine for the time being. Like, you could have done better, but you know that this is a rush job. And, you know, you've been sort of debating how to get this dude or how to get the village to get this dude to, like, leave with you.
And probably been distracted by adding shinies and you're taking them off.
Also, just she is so annoying.
I'm just trying to help.
No, take this away. She literally said no shiny things, and this thing is the shiniest
She
thing
said
ever.
not as shining as me. It is not.
Well, I'm just saying that if I stood next to you with a bunch of these,
Yes.
I would look more shiny than you.
That's impossible.
So, no, I think it is, and I think with less shinies, you would glow. Look, I'm so normal. Look at this shield. I am so normal. And next to you, you look like a goddess.
And maybe we should take all of these.
Right?
She's so easy to manipulate.
Like, throw them in a bag.
So you finish it.
All right.
And you find Otto that night. And he is where he is most nights, and that is sitting on the shore, sort of, you know, watching the sunset, sitting in the sand as the surf sort of rolls over him. And you come up to the surface. He says, "Oh, hey! It's my two favorite people.
How are you doing?
Good. Care to join me?"
Of course.
And he, like, slaps the sand next to him and, like, gestures at, like, a cracked open albena fruit. Like,
I look luxurious as
Oh,
that.
I pass him a piece of dried meat that I've kept.
"Oh, is this that dried fish? Kept."
It's under a rock up here on this island.
Okay. I mean,
been
sure.
hiding it.
You know what? Fine. When you look up here, you see that they've actually erected a small drying station because now it's a luxury item that they enjoy.
There you go.
Happy?
I am happier. And you're just throwing away my hopes and dreams.
Why is this your
He said, "Yeah, everyone really liked it."
I take a piece of the meat and I pass it to him, and then I take a piece of the meat and bite into it. Do you want a piece of the meat?
I'll take one.
It's nice. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's very salty. Extra salty.
Yes, they added salt.
Kind of smelly.
It is a little bit smelly.
I'm not sure I like this.
Okay. But you don't have to eat it.
Oh no, I'll eat
Oh,
it
we'll eat
anyway.
Oh.
She also has the thing in the bag that's
Yeah,
floating.
you've, like, tied it in, like, a sack. Yeah.
Yes. So I finally finished my work. It's not fancy. I'm not the best at this.
Oh, right. The armor. Cool.
Yes. So I'm sorry if it's not what you want, but I think it's okay. I think it'll be better than what you have.
Can I see it?
Yes.
He takes it out of the bag and his face like lights up. He's like, "Oh, whoa! This is great! This is exactly what I wanted! Ah!" And he like goes to put it on. He starts to like affix it and like tie it in certain spots and pull it tight.
Yeah, I made it easy to put on and stuff. So.
Yeah, it's like a simple like drop
Yeah.
jerkin, let's say, then, so there's no tying really involved. He just like drops it on. He goes, "Oh, this is great. It's a little loose, but I can get used to it. This is great. Thanks."
Why is it loose?
Because it's easy to put on.
Oh. I was like, why did I do this?
You literally said it's easy to put on.
Fuck. No, okay, that's better. That's better. I just was like, why would I do that? I didn't feel that badly. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. I panicked. I'm glad you like it. Have you given any other thought to? I'm not bribing you. I'm just saying, have you given any other thought to what we discussed earlier?
Give me a persuade check, and you will have disadvantage.
It's too late.
Well, I'm going to give this.
I can't help.
to you. Do you want to persuade me?
You haven't made any attempt to convince him.
Oh, I was going because.
No, I know. I mean, like at all. During
Oh, yeah. So I wouldn't.
Okay, so roll twice.
It's okay.
So the way
it's
to
16 plus 5.
the way to automatically get him to do it would have just been to talk to Melee to like talk to him.
Oh, I did not.
No, I know. Well, I talked with a couple people and they seemed like they'd get on fine. And they said that, if we did what we did, then we would probably be a pretty good team out there in the open ocean. But, okay. I'll come.
I was preparing for rejection. This is actually a lot better. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
He must have really liked the shirt.
Yes.
No, I love it. I'm not doing it because you gave me armor, though.
Oh, no, I was going to give it to you anyway.
No, I know. I just want to stress that.
That's why I didn't ask it before I gave it to you. That would feel like I was holding it or something. That's not my intention. I'm glad this is happening. I will be right back. And she dives in the water.
So like the surf is breaking over her and you can't quite see it. And as you're looking, as you're like doing the dance, you see like swimming up towards the surface, but now sort of just stationary is Melee. And she has like a couple of like fish and she has like a crab in a cage, let's say.
Then she stops and just looks at her like, you.
She puts her hand up and waves.
Puts her hand up and then sweeps. That was good. All right.
Melee surfaces with the cage. She goes, "Hey everybody.
Hi there.
I brought crab.
Oh, that might be delicious. Yeah, we
Anyone
could have
want
some
a
of that.
crab boil? Have you ever boiled crab?"
I've done that many times. Sure.
Bluff. Melee doesn't trust you at all.
She's.
Melee rolled real good.
Natural, and we all don't think you've ever had a crab bake before.
I might have misunderstood what you meant when you said.
She doesn't call you out, but you know she knows. Okay.
I would like some, please.
Yeah, it's tough to boil stuff underwater. As she like takes like one of like the hollowed out bena or something and like fills it with salt water and like sets it under a fire that she starts very quickly out of like some of the leaves from the tree and some of the wood. She says, fire's pretty hard to come by without magic, but she like cracks the crab on the head and puts it in the pot. But boiled, if you ever get a chance, boiled is actually really tasty. Sort of like your dried thing, except it's wet. And so she sits down and you all watch sort of the sun set and she takes the crab out. She like rips off, a couple legs for each of you and claws for her and Otto.
She slurps them good.
And Otto goes, so as you slurp over and then he pauses to wait.
This is very good. This is yummy.
Melly,
Sounds disgusting.
do you try it?
Yes, it's actually kind of exciting.
It's delicious.
Silent slurps.
Melly, I don't really know how to bring this one up, but I think I'm gonna be leaving with these two. I think I'm gonna go and help them do what they're doing, you know, sort of like what I was planning to do when I first got here. She says, okay. If you ever want to come back, you're always welcome back. She goes, oh, that's it? You're not gonna, like, get mad or anything? She goes, what about me has ever made you think that I would get mad about something like this? Nah, it's cool. You go. We'll be alright. She says, okay, cool. Then that went really poorly for me, so I guess we're gonna go.
I mean, I think she said.
You can scrutinize her with investigate. No, insight.
Insight.
I'm still stuffing crab legs in my mouth. Kind of oblivious.
So 12. Is she sad?
A little, but not really.
I think she's slightly sad about you leaving.
Nah, not much. I'm also right here. I can hear you.
I'm saying it loud.
No, I know. Yeah, no. I don't think we were trying to.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
I'm gonna go get some training in before bed. She starts.
Do you have more of these legs, which I've had before, but I'm just saying I enjoy them right now. If you have more of these legs, I'm also gonna go.
Have you ever had crab legs before?
I-
Once she's gone. You ever had crab legs before? Boiled? Before today?
I've heard of them. I've just never ingested them in my body.
She breaks her crab leg off. Have you ever had crab legs
No,
before?
can I have that one, please?
Gently tosses it down.
Gently, majestically catches it with my
Like a fucking crocodile.
The cloak gliding in the wind.
You just see this croc.
Oh, damn, she ate the shell. That's barbaric.
It's very good.
That's barbaric.
What do you mean?
You ate the shell.
You just haven't seen that. I'm going to go. Look at this.
Okay, bye.
They're so weird. Are you sure?
Are you sure you want to go with them? They seem kind of off, you know? One.
You go and look over.
And so the day passes.
I'm probably gonna leave.
Morning
Next day,
comes,
yeah.
and yeah, like you're all up at about the same time. Like Ito is like at the house when you guys wake up, and he's like, "All right, so we're gonna get going."
I like to get a little bit of training in right when I wake up, and then
Oh, okay.
do a little bit. We don't have to do
Oh,
too much.
do your thing.
I'll do a half instead of a full.
Sure.
And so she does her training.
I would like to say goodbye to the children. I think they're really going to miss me.
Oh.
So, are
Okay.
they asleep?
Asleep? Oh my God! It's already so late. No, they're out working the fields.
Oh,
Oh, if
sometimes-
it's late, I've already done my training, so who cares?
I mean, like agrarian late and adventurer late are different.
My character wakes up late normally.
Yeah,
so
I
this
know.
is early.
That's what I'm saying. By the time you wake up, they're already out. Yeah, no, they're working.
Oh, I'll say goodbye to them in the fields. So I go walk off to the
Okay.
goodbye.
So, the children give you a huge heroic send-off, like tugging, and also I do need to stress they're not children, like
I
they're
know
adolescents.
that's a common mistake she's making.
But like they excitedly like, oh no, you should say. Blah, blah, blah.
I have to go save the world, children. You have to understand. I will be back soon.
The children needs my saving. I mean, the world needs my saving, children.
Do it for the children. And so you. They don't have anything to give you. They're children.
I know. I just
But
really wanted
they
to
give
say
you like
goodbye.
one of them has made you like a seashell friendship bracelet or something. It's hideous.
Thank you.
I worked so hard on it.
I can see that. I'll take this with me as I go.
Do you put it on?
How expectant do they look?
Very.
Very.
I love it.
Deception.
Thank you.
Deception.
It's a children's
Deception.
Bible.
Deception. You have advantage because they're children.
It's wrong. Okay, that was a 16. Right? Wait, no, 17. 20?
You lie so good to these kids.
Goodbye, children.
Goodbye, Anastia! As you like swim back. When you're out of sight of the children.
I take it off. I don't throw it away, but I take it off.
You're such a bitch.
You
You're such a bitch. But yeah, you store the ugly friendship bracelet. And you complete your training. Ato does sort of whatever the hell he's doing. And you all sort of get back together. And Ato goes, so where exactly did you guys end up with the path? Just so I know. Like, long way, short way, or like a middle way?
A middle way. I'm a middle way.
Okay.
I don't know why I said it like
Yeah,
that.
that
A middle way.
That was Lily or Triss. It was Triss.
No, if it was Triss, it'd be more nasally. It would have been like a middle way, obviously.
Yeah, it was Lily then.
Yeah.
It was Lily. I'm gonna have a firework Oreo.
No, I don't want any more.
Yeah, I feel like I can never eat an Oreo again.
Good. That's why I made you guys eat the bad ones first.
You're wrong. They were
So I
good.
can
They
eat
were
these.
so good.
I would
Yeah, it's
have
gonna
20
work.
more, but not right now.
Time to break these children's hearts, says Gontes.
I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry.
She's not. Her character revels in the love. Even.
I'm watching myself eat the Oreo. I'm enthralled.
It was like a and then a
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You don't get this garbage on Critical Role.
No, this garbage is correct.
I know what it is.
Alright, so yeah. I say goodbye to Milo. No,
Millie?
Melly.
Oh. Hey, Chisel.
I just wanted to say goodbye.
Okay. Swim safe.
Cool. High five.
Gives you a little high five. Gives you like just a tiny jolt when you touch her skin.
Cool.
I can't really control that.
I know, it's okay. I've met a lot of Celicorm in my day. Not Celicorm.
Well,
No, I'm sorry. Anago.
nope, still wrong.
What is it?
I'm a Silarude.
Silarude in my day. She has them. It's cat fucking up, not her.
I know.
She's actually a good person.
If it's alright, just make sure that you take care of Ato.
Yes, I promise we will do our best.
Okay. And then take care of yourselves and each other. Safe travels.
Thank you. Please take care of the town and everything. What you do anyway, but I mean.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Okay.
And the offer extends. If you two ever want to come back, feel free. We're not really... It's a boring place, but it's nice to have visitors. Especially visitors like you.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to have one last dance party before you leave?
She turns very red. I'd hoped that we could get past the little incidents that you've
What?
witnessed.
It's cute.
I need to do it every day, so.
It's fine. Like, I think that it's very funny or adorable that someone with a job like you can still find time to have fun like that.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Okay. Well, there's no need to get weird about it. All I did was see you dancing.
I know, but I try to keep a professional look most times, and I really fail most of the time.
Yeah, I try to keep a very stern and professional look too, but I'm not very good at it.
I think you've mastered it, actually.
There's no need to patronize me.
Roll an insight check. I'm very serious.
No. I'm not going to do that.
I'm very serious. I think you do a good job, but I understand it's hard to see improvements in yourself and acknowledge them sometimes.
Okay. Well, safe travels. And she gets back to work.
Okay.
And so you all meet up, and you begin the middle way.
We did it! We're leaving, finally!
Yeah, it only took
We
one
die, I'll
session.
be so upset.
Die?
I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you.
Probably.
You're gonna get unconscious and I'm gonna drag you through the trenches.
I'll be so upset if I'm dirty when I wake up.
All right.
Oh, you
So,
will be.
As you all begin swimming,
Feathers, all these weird things you never heard of before.
we are going to say that this swim is probably 4 weeks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here to here. And so, we begin our first travel rolls.
Oh, how do they work?
Traveling comes in
Good
three-
question, Lauren!
Great question, Lauren. The beta travel rules that we're working with to make travel actually interesting in a D20 system for once.
Yes,
It comes in 3 steps, and like for some groups they might want to do a roll every day, but that sucks, and I don't want to do that because that's 4 weeks. That's like 30 rolls.
That's a lot of rolls.
I'm not doing that. So
do that.
I'm gonna break it up into smaller sub chunks, but the first roll is the actual act of traveling roll. This is the travel roll. And you guys, currently the biome that you are in and the weather sets the DC. And you are in a like sandy, duney biome. It's a very gentle biome. And the weather is fair. So the DC for this is just going to be a simple DC 10 Constitution saving throw to just like see how well you do over these few days of travel. So it's whatever your con save is plus your roll.
11.
18.
Is the travel difficult? Why? Yes. 18. Okay. And you did, Kat?
11.
Okay. And Ito passed as well. So the nice thing about your regular pass is, and again, these are going to change. Like, I'm going to change these rules as I sort of refine them more and make them streamlined but still sort of robust. I haven't done the tiered successes yet, so right now we're just doing binary pass-fail until I sort of figure out what I'm doing with it.
Yeah.
But you travel well. You don't travel exceptionally well to get like a good benefit, but you don't get any penalties. The penalties imposed by this roll are the loss of hit dice. So like, during a short rest, how we spend those hit dice equal to your level to like heal. Bad results lose those dice. So because like that's fatigue. Rather than just doing hit point damage, it eats that resource. So that way you can rest less in any given day because you're just exhausted. And particularly bad rolls also give you conditions like injuries or fatigue, things like that. So everybody passed, so it is easy, smooth swimming. The second one is the orientation roll. The orientation roll is made by one person, and it is made with your intelligence modifier plus cartographer's tools. If you are proficient with cartographer's tools, yes, sort of like this. Well, dysentery actually comes in step 3, but it is a thing.
Why
And
is
that's
Yes,
Actually, when he explained this to me first, I made all of the Oregon Trail.
jokes.
I said dysentery first, I'm pretty sure, as well.
Typhus.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, dude, did we just lose all our armor in the
I've
river?
never played that before.
Oregon Trail?
You're not
Never
so
had
much in the modern
I
era.
want to play it though. I want to play it
So,
I'll do it.
it would be int plus cartographer's tools proficiency, but if you're not proficient, it's just int. And this is to maintain your orientation. Make sure you're going the right way. Failure here could lead to loss of time or increased DCs on future rolls. Like, it sort of depends on what the DM wants to impose on you. We're cribbing a little bit from Monster of the Week, where like there's a list of penalties they can pick from based on what's narratively appropriate.
Like,
So
can
go-
I give her advantage because I've been to these areas before? Because I've traveled all over.
I'm still working out how I want cooperative roles to work, but
Okay.
I'm gonna say because you have experience in this area, because you've done this swim before, right? Then I'm gonna say yes.
Alright. So advantage, right?
Advantage.
I was the same number twice.
Don't roll it on the
So what'd you
mat.
get?
Sorry, that's a 9.
DC.
Why trust Anastia with this? Why would anyone trust Anastia with this?
She has
Well,
dysentery.
9 is bad. You fail. So unfortunately,
Wait, you have inspiration.
that's true.
Do it
You
again.
can spend. We'll have underwater rivers. They're a real thing, Gontes. Look it up. They're tight.
So does this work? Do I roll advantage again?
You'll just roll again. Yeah.
Just roll again.
I think it lets you re-roll once, but
No, I'll do-
for me, I just say just fucking roll the whole thing again.
So that was. All right, so we just ignore that, both of those. It was a 2 and a 1.
Woofa doofa.
Are you serious right now? Maybe I should have made the
Maybe you should have made the
Yeah,
roll.
maybe you should have made the roll.
Anastia has probably no sense of direction.
Like the DM make the roll. Okay, we failed.
Yeah, you sure did beef it.
And I
No matter
lost
what,
the
and
So
inspiration.
when you get to the city, you're probably going to want to get someone to teach you cartography.
Can we be like One Piece and just gather people who do the things we suck at?
Sure. You have your heal bot already.
Let's get a crew.
And you know what, we'll say
Let's
that
make a crew of pirates. We're
your
pirates.
warden is proficient in cartographer skills.
Yes! Ah,
We'll say that.
I'm so excited for her to come into the party.
There was literally no need to qualify it. You made it weird. It was normal.
I have to wrap my hand. It really hurts.
Oh.
I'm
Go with
sorry.
us. Go with
No,
us.
it's fine.
I don't know what's going on.
So-
Watch it for the like.
I was about to throw onto it.
You think you did a real good job.
know I did a
Anastia.
really
No,
good
like I'm
job.
saying, like when you fail a roll, like you still think you did.
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
You don't know you fucked up.
I know I did a really great job.
But unfortunately, we'll say that you have led the team into sort of rougher waters.
Of course I did.
And so, because you failed the orientation roll, I want to say, because I want to do a combat today, because I kind of enjoy combat, I'm going to say you've led the group into a dangerous area where there is potential danger.
Yeah.
Interesting?
It's probably what should have happened, considering who you made lead this.
Let me get something to wipe the board with so I can make a little map. You entertain Gontes and
Oh.
I assume one
Me?
or two other people. Yeah, you. It's a one-woman show.
Hello. I don't know what to do. But I don't know what to do.
Just
Lauren, I was
talk-
goofing.
So yeah, you can say the ABCs if you want.
But that's not very interesting. What
No,
am I supposed to do?
don't do that.
You start reading a
Now you
book.
guys think I'm probably weird because I didn't know what to do.
No, they know.
No,
you're
they know you
weird.
don't know
Oh, you
what
guys
to do.
probably
You
know.
could have just picked up a book and started reading.
After the
All I
first,
have is a big book of ghosts.
That's it. That would do
You may be
it.
wondering why I brought you here today. Gontes is a funny motherfucker.
That's why we love
Gontes,
him.
move near us. We can hang out and play games.
We would love it
that'd
if
be
you could
nice.
hang out and play games. Except you live on the other side of the country.
It makes it difficult.
All right, so welcome to Lauren's going to wrap my hand.
Hello, I'm here to rap.
So
What am I doing?
I really shouldn't have done this. This is quality television. So
Just like this?
yeah,
Right? And then just around?
yeah, and then just wrap it around.
Like what hurts? Like the whole hand is
It's weird. These two fingers, like right here, the muscle is hurting me so badly right now. I believe in you. With no instruction from me, she's doing it.
Look at me doing
Probably
something.
make the thickest part around my
There.
wrist.
Yes, that's the thickest. The
Not.
thickest.
I said no instruction, but I gave her a hint.
It's happening. I am like a doctor. In
No,
the
no,
Still
night.
not doing the
That's
wrist.
too
Still
much.
not doing the wrist.
There's not enough wrist.
Here, here,
But
here.
how do I? But I don't want to make it too tight.
This is great television.
No, so cut,
With the
flex,
whole thing
flex,
wrong?
cut, flex. Do you have the braces for it? The teeth that connect it?
No, I have none.
Okay, so I'm gonna just do a tuck then.
So I was about like 30% correct.
You
would
were almost
say?
got it. You did
Yeah.
good.
30%.
Good.
Okay.
Goncha says that LA is on fire, so he can go.
Oh, that is.
He's gonna change location slightly. Yeah, Plondaya was there with his girlfriend, and they were driving through all North California to
It's
and
very
South
bad right
California
now.
Yeah, because the family.
to check on his girlfriend's family because they're up in Seattle now, and just apparently it was a fucking nightmare.
Nightmarish. So yeah, If you're ever thinking about moving to the East Coast, drop us a
We're
line.
gonna hit us up. We'll hang.
If you
That's not even a goof.
If you want to leave your entire life behind and live till the
Yeah,
other
leave your
side.
friends and loved ones behind to hang out with 3 weirdos from the internet.
That doesn't sound weird, right?
That sounds a little weird.
Guys, we got more viewers wrapping my hands than in D&D. Guys, you're so good at this.
It's someone's fetish. We're so good at this. This is the shit we have to edit out when we do the podcast.
I just want to say that, like, every time we're eating something or, like...
Viewership goes up instantly.
Like, we're, like,
Right.
eating a thing or wrapping my hand because I'm injured for some stupid
It's really
reason.
doing me failing to rap.
I've
Okay.
played Monster Hunter World for too long. This is why
I would love to stream it, but just, like, it's not... If, like, Slime Rancher chugs when I stream,
Yeah.
there's no way where it's not going to chug.
Monster Hunter would, stream,
okay,
would
so-
be hard to stream.
You beefed it. So
Yes.
I've just sort of created some rough random encounters in my head. And I'm going to write down this table here.
I can't believe
So
I
let's
lost
say-
inspiration.
What? Some quality mukbang content. I would do. There was a time in college where we considered doing that. Like, right when it was starting up and, like, people in the West were starting to, like, hear about it. I was like, we should fucking do that. We used to eat.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then...
I still eat pretty good, but not as good as when I was in college. I out-ate this very, very large man.
Oh yes.
Sorry, I'm just writing down the table.
Fine.
It's okay. We're cool. I got this ice cube.
Prowlers,
Not going anywhere?
Let's say prowlers
Cool
are
ice
on
cube.
here.
When it starts to melt, I'm going to put it in the cup.
Wise.
Yeah.
I have a plan. No, we had the little ice pack that I was going to use, and then it broke the other day. The gel just went
Oh.
everywhere. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's
You guys love that little ice pack.
I did love that little ice pack. It's the littlest ice pack.
So
yeah.
small.
We're gonna have to buy a new one.
I am so upset about it. So I guess you're wondering where the D&D is.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, not your fault.
It's not your turn. D is for determination.
Fucking hate
And
all
the-
that.
And
other D.
the other D,
It's for more determination because we're doubly determined to make fun times happen. This is BPP.
this is BPP. Best
Welcome
pals.
to BPB.
Welcome to BPP. Wow, we're doing great, guys. Some quality content here.
All right, so I've made a table
Yes.
of combats.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
They are not friendly encounters. These are bad encounters. And I do want to stress,
I was hoping it was.
at least one of them is less of a fight and more of a we need to find a way out of here encounter.
Okay, so they're running.
There are a couple of bad ones. There are plenty that aren't awful.
I'm having bad luck so far. So.
So
one of you,
our die hates us today.
one of you is going to need to roll a D100 for me because I didn't want to do the math of a D8 plus D12.
If you guys trust me.
Wait. Why don't I? Do you have the 001 or the regular one? I'll do this one if you do that one.
Okay.
I love this fucking solidarity. Ride or die.
Ride or die.
14.
Is that good?
Okay. This one's fine. So if it was 1 to 5, you would have encountered a Cypros.
Oof.
If it was 96 to 100, you would have encountered a creature known as a Zelfada. Everything else is just like combat.
Okay.
I'm afraid that didn't even happen to us.
Zelfada are based on horseshoe crabs. And if you're unaware, horseshoe crab blood is apparently like cutting edge science stuff for like
It's blue.
medicine and regenerative stuff. So they're sort of troll-like horseshoe crab monsters.
Oh, that's adorable. I mean, they would kill us.
Oh, they're fucking terrifying.
That's adorable
Oh,
to me.
it will rip you apart.
Did you?
It's like CR 6 or 7.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, okay.
It'll kill you.
Did you put Pakpo in there?
Pakpo were 76 to 95. The other options were Prowlers and Moltlings.
Pakpo are adorable.
No, they're not.
Oh, I'm excited to see them if they're adorable.
Well, I was gonna do the plot line of Pakpo. So you encounter a dire
Picture.
pilchard. What is that? What's that, big goddess?
A dire picture.
So as you're swimming, you
Yeah.
sort of encounter this like thin kelpy forest, let's say. Just a couple of spaces here or there are kelpy. You know, it's patchy.
Very kelpy.
Yeah, it's patchy. You're sort of in one right now.
We're in a patch.
There's a couple rocks like on the floor, but like they don't matter so much because they're on the ground. But if you need them, we'll say there's like a rock here and
Yeah,
here.
you never know.
But these are on the ground, yeah, because like some creatures they'll hide around rocks to like avoid
Well, if
predators.
I have cover, I get some stuff. So.
Oh, it's a sardine. Dire sardine. Well, they did encounter the fish encounter, so yeah, technically. Let's see. And so let's see. Both of you just go ahead and roll a d4 each.
D4.
Yeah. I'm gonna randomize it. Let's
Ooh, 4.
Holy
I
shit.
exploded.
Guys.
So do we add them together?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
so
a
7.
Oh my god.
This is good, guys.
Sorry, gang. You fucking did this to yourself. I don't even have enough minis for that, so I'm just gonna use the max minis I have.
It's like the
for
one
these.
time I wanted it not to explode, it exploded.
You've been waiting for so long.
I wanted it to explode so badly. D4,
So-
why?
As you're swimming, Anastia, you spot something shiny and beautiful.
Johnny.
I'll be
It
right
is-
back.
So you swim down. So like, and I'll stress that like the water here is maybe like 25 feet deep. Like you're in a kind of a deep part. And so you swim way down, Anastia. And it's just like there's these beautiful like bubbles on like the kelp that's sort of swaying back and forth, like little pearls. They are so beautiful.
So I'm gonna grab them though. So I'm gonna just grab them then?
Okay. How many do you want to grab?
How many are there?
There's a lot.
I'm doing my best.
Take to get all of them?
Okay, so you just start grabbing.
so
up
I'm
when
them.
I see this.
Now this is all worth it.
What's your passive perception? You don't get one. You're
I
fucked.
know I'm dead. I
13.
know I'm dead.
13. These things don't really have a stealth.
I mean, last time we tried to pick up something shiny, it was awful. So
I did not-
And you beat their roll. I just rolled. Could go for some sardine on crackers. Damn.
yeah, me too.
If you
actually.
ever had
That'd be good.
pepperoni and anchovy pizza,
It has to be like the thick cut
it's gotta be
Pepperoni.
thin. The thick pepperoni, but the thin crunchy
crust.
pizza.
Yeah.
Fuck, let's go to Vic's.
Yeah, we should. We haven't been to Vic's since we've moved here.
Yeah, we
should.
haven't gone
We
yet.
have to go to Vic's.
We should go to Vic's.
All right.
Um,
It's an amazing place. That's an Italian restaurant. That you
now
can really
people
good
can
stuff.
find us.
No.
Cut that out.
I will.
It's like 30 minutes away, so it's a fair radius, but like even still.
Whoops.
So Anastia,
Yes.
you don't see
No.
it coming, so I have advantage on this roll.
You're so fucked.
What is what she would
You
have
see,
wanted.
however, sort of like from some of the other kelpie areas, like there were some fish that were just swimming around. These are actually, you know what? Do you have nature? You can give me a nature check.
I have Arcana and Religion. I do not have nature.
Then just roll
I don't-
whatever
nature?
attribute is tied to nature. Yeah.
Oh, so it's an int check. I rolled a 3.
You've never seen these creatures.
I don't like to differentiate between
One anchovy,
fish.
please. Gantas, come through. We'll buy the pizza. So
I don't see it.
it's this longish sort of fish, like maybe like 2 to 3.5 feet long. Like some of them vary in length, but all of them have this like sort of like ochre color to them. Like they're sort of like a yellow with like a tinge to it, like a brownish tinge to this yellow scales.
Right.
And they have these like fins on the side that help them propel themselves. But the most noticeable feature is that along their bellies aren't soft like normal fishes. The scales around their belly are actually hard and almost metallic. And there's a long blade that runs like stem to stern on these things.
No.
Who's gonna get cut?
Oh no.
They are out of character. These are cutterfish.
I'll write it down.
You'll know what they are once you.
Yeah,
take
once
them
I
in,
actually.
But you'll have to use your bonus action to check the book. Unfortunately, since you have disturbed their eggs, because it is cutterfish spawning season, you have now made enemies of this very aggressive fish species.
You did touch their pearl-like eggs that will
Yeah.
become babies, you monster.
Fucking batch.
Can I still use them for stuff if I win?
I mean, they're food.
Oh,
They are food, Lauren.
I'm so disappointed.
and I'm just gonna put on the little lighthearted fight. For some reason, I love this Splatoon remix, so I'm just gonna keep using it for all of our random little fights.
Oh,
All
yay.
right,
So-
so it's
Well, one of them's gonna go is the one that's the closest, and it's
Right.
going to move close to you. And since they have a free turn, it's going to use the fullest of its abilities.
I was just out for a minute while my children sat comfortable, and this monster came and started pilfering my children.
It has advantage. It has advantage on this attack roll
Yes.
because you don't see it coming.
No.
So it uses slash and 16 versus armor class.
It's 16.
So that is 3 points of slashing damage. Damn, these things are gonna have a hard time hitting y'all. As it like comes right across you in a dart, and then it's going to use its passive ability. It quickly swims around you. It moves more than 10 feet while adjacent to you. You automatically take 2 points of slashing damage as it just like swims its blade across you. It has a strafing damage ability. And so it's going to end like here-ish. And now it is full initiative. That was a surprise round. And like this thing like emits this like flurry of bubbles. And then you see some bubbles in kind respond from elsewhere outside of the kelp. So the kelp counts as light cover. It's going to, after the sneak attack, it's going to give you +1 armor class while you're in this partial cover. For you, it's 2 because you have the Leo die power.
Right.
It's supposed to be leftover day, but sod it. Wise. We've been very bad about eating out too. And so now it's initiative. So I'm going to break my Cutterfish up into 2 different slots. The ones that are the Firebat miniatures and the ones that's the Sturgeon the Raven miniatures.
Okay, so I just rolled and it's a 1. So
Oh, add your dex. So
um,
Firebats are...
I did add my dex. It's a 1.
What? Okay, so Kat's got a 1. So Chisel.
I'm doing good, guys.
Okay, so Anastia is top for sure.
Well, at least none of them are ground or fire types.
Shut up. Dude.
That's what he said.
Gonta, shut up.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Water
What's
just
wrong?
went down my arm.
Okay, put it in there, then, hon. So this is gonna be the Sturge.
Doing good.
Crow. Beautiful sound. Beautiful gaff work. And I'm gonna roll for.
That's what it sounds like
HO.
when you're stealing their babies.
It probably does. I've made a grave error.
You have.
We actually have a neat little sandwich.
I want a sandwich.
Top of the initiative is Anastia. So these are all at varying depths.
Okay.
Let's say that they have all averaged out at around 10 feet deep. The kelp goes up 15 feet. So these run up 15 feet. You are at ground floor, Anastia. So you are 15 feet beneath Chisel.
I feel like
What I really want to invest in is like a 3D thing.
that
for
would
these
be
encounters.
cool.
Let's make
right? Yeah.
one. Fuck it, let's do it. And then we can put it down only for combat, so that
I
way
know
it doesn't
it's
block
not
your
it's
beautiful
not
faces.
their fault that Chisel didn't think about that it might be babies. So, but I have to stop them from killing her.
That is fair. That is fair. Yeah, there's blood in the water now.
Right.
It's mine.
So I obviously don't go first, so I don't know why I'm commenting.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this first. I don't know what you're doing.
So, the one right next to me is on my level, right?
It is right
Yes.
there.
I'm very upset with it. I'm going to kill it.
Okay. I'm going to kill it.
It's going to die.
Give me the attack roll.
How dare these pearls not be real pearls?
I'm clutching your pearls.
How dare these be
Civility is
your
dead.
babies?
16 plus 5. 21?
Yeah. Yeah, you hit a
I forgot
doll.
how-
You hit the
I
god
forgot
of
how
this
math
world.
works.
These things have 11 armor class. They are fish. They're not strong.
Oh, hold on, because I didn't have my shield test, so I'll be D8. So 4 plus
Your spear's a
5.
D8?
Without the shield. When you attacked me, my shield wasn't up.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're using it two-handed.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
sure.
the shield isn't
Sure,
up.
sure.
So 4 plus 5 is 9?
Not. You just cut through this thing with the spear, and it drops.
So as it drops, by the way, I'm still grabbing eggs.
Okay, so you use your bonus action rather than consult your journal to grab eggs. Okay.
This revenant
This remnant is a monster.
is gonna be the death of us.
Yes, but I kind of like it because this is Lauren's first like super proactive character, but it's detrimental in a fun way. It's not like an asshole who's like, I fight the bartender. Like, it's very fun.
As long as you're okay with it.
So it is the sturgeon crow, and they are going to.
Understandable.
They swim very fast, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, brings it down, so it's going to get to you.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it does not have... Oh no, 35 feet! It swims to there. You take 2 points of slashing damage as it does that little, like, slicing swim. And this one is also going to slicing swim you.
So 2 points.
2 more points of damage, and both of them are going to attack. The Sturge is going to be my orange one, and the black one is going to be that Raven. Oh my god. Well, I rolled a 20 on the Sturge, and a natural 20, I need to stress. And
You look so happy.
and a non-natural 20 on you.
Great.
So, the natural 20 on you,
Thanks.
let's say that your shield has 3 durability. As you bring that shield up, it cuts across, and it still manages to swing around and get you, but your shield is down to 2 durability because I crit you.
Son of a bitch. Alright.
We're not going to impart any penalties yet. We'll figure out penalty stuff later, but I'm already excited that I'm breaking your shit. And you know what? Maybe we'll create a system for, like, upkeep, where, like, once a month or something, you can, like, make upkeep rolls to, like, restore durability. I don't know. Is that too complicated? We'll sort it out. And so you take 6 points of damage.
Me?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 6 points of damage. Yeah, you take 6 points of damage. And Lauren, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And Ato goes, should I help? Are we doing this?
I guess so.
I'm in a lot of pain! I say as I grab more eggs.
Okay, I'll help.
You're gonna eat those?
What are you doing?
They just look really good. Can you help me?
Sure. Ato swims down to here. And he is going to touch the one that is grabbing Chisel because he likes Chisel better because she's not a psychopath.
Fair.
He is going to, you see that his, like the palms of his hands erupt in spines. They're spectral spines like the other ones, but he like tries to like clap them on the cuttlefish. He is casting Inflict Wounds. And that's for sure a hit. So it is 3d10 of damage, Inflict Wound. It's a first level spell. It's like his super attack.
That's pretty big.
And he just obliterates it. He does 11 points of damage. It has less health than that. And he claps that hand and grabs. And this thing just like... Your hand still hurt?
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's
sweetie.
fine, it's fine.
We'll do like a stretching regimen. He grabs it and he presses hard and like no blood comes out. Like there's no puncture wounds when he does this, but like you can see the fish's scale color goes from that like brownish yellow to this like deep burnt umber because it's just flooded with toxins and just like the flesh changes color and it dies. He goes, "Don't eat that one! Don't eat that one!
I'm not eating any of these.
Don't eat it!" Okay. It is now the fire bats. And there's only 2 of them left. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Otto takes 10 damage. I'm sorry, 2 damage.
Okay, I was like, what?
Because it moved 10 feet. I was trying to do the math in my head.
I was concerned for him.
Otto takes 2 more damage. That's 4 total, and they are both going to attack. 1 hits. 1 misses thanks to the armor. It cuts across that surf stinger membrane and fish scale armor, and it like there's a mark on it now. But he goes, "Oh!"
I did a thing!
So this round total, Ato has taken 7 points of damage. He says, "Okay, cool. Let's finish this up then and get out of here. I'm not really crazy about this fight."
I guess.
Well, we'll send you the crafting rules, man. Also, I'm a sucker for crafting in video games. Also, let's play Minecraft together.
What do you play? We're very interested.
Oh,
We
dude,
really wanna-
I've been playing Kasvar in Minecraft.
Oh, really?
Really?
Anytime I do Minecraft, I do like little roleplay things in my head where it's like I'll build something and I'll make a story about it, and then when I die, I'll go somewhere else and build something else, and then I'll stop playing Minecraft for like 4 months, and then I'll go into that world and I'll just explore what I did. It's like I learned like a whole story that I wrote like a couple months ago. It's really fun. So that is their turns. Chisel!
Oh, finally. I've just been beaten up this whole time. So I'm going to move forward.
7 damage.
And she puts her shield up, and then she's going to look at that monster, the creature, well, the fish, whatever it is. And she's going to do commands. I'm going to...
These things don't speak languages.
Crap.
I'm gonna spare you that. They don't speak
Damn
languages.
it. Alright, I'm just going to get them.
They're fish. These are animals.
Okay, I'm going to put my shield, and then I'm going to hit them, because it doesn't make it... And I'll smite them. Why not?
The nice thing about smite is you can choose. You don't have to spend smite until you hit.
Oh, okay. So
And until you see your damage. Like, you can smite.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
Smite is so versatile.
So I'm going to 15 to attack.
Yes.
So, sorry, I got to find the right one. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, not that hand. Okay, yeah!
Oh, yay.
So 8, 9, 10, 11.
What weapon do you use?
A kopesh, but it looks like it's
right,
it's like a whalebone, but like.
So you use this whale. So describe to me how you destroy this fish.
Okay.
Does it like parry you or something? Tell me what happens because you have killed it. It had
Yes.
7
Okay.
hit points.
I go to cut where the blade on the underside is, and so at first it stops and you hear like shh as it goes down, but then she uses the hook of the kopesh to dig into it and pull down. So.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was creative. I was in my death.
That was the bottom of the initiative.
In my killings of death. Oh, he's been playing Sims 4 and Fallout 4. You like the 4th games of everything.
I've been super horny for The Sims recently, and I don't have it, so I've been debating getting it. But yeah, Fallout 4's crafting thing, like base building, was my whole jam.
Civ 4 was okay.
I'm thinking about reinstalling Fallout 4 because I never really played it because it was bad, but I love aspects of it, so I'd like to mod it to shit and play it. Bottom of the initiative. One of you roll a D100 for me.
You want to double down again? I'll use this one this time.
Oh, so I'll use the...
Yeah, the balloon. 60.
Okay.
I don't like the
On the
laugh.
nose.
I don't like the laugh at all.
Okay.
Why do you need us to do
There
that,
it is.
Kyle?
He hates us.
Can we just beat these mean things?
Can we beat these mean
So you guys got a
monsters?
60?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Can we
You've
please?
killed 1, 2, 3 monsters, and you've been hit 1, 2, 3. So there is more than the 60% is more than enough blood in the water to attract something that hunts by blood.
Oh, the shark.
Oh.
No, it's a real shark.
Said I
A
called these, but I
Like an
lied.
actual shark.
shark of indeterminate species is swimming nearby, and it begins to make its way in. The shark is going to go at the bottom of the initiative.
It's okay, I'm gonna power move this shark.
You're going to kill this shark.
We're gonna kill the shark.
I'm a shark, he's a shark, we can do this.
Okay.
What?
So
Takes 2 to tango.
it is Anastia's turn. Anastia, what's Gucci?
Do I see the shark?
No, you sure don't. You're the one.
I
You're...
killed this one.
Oh, did you? Thank you.
Can I smite other things?
No, smite is part of the action. It's not like flurry of
okay,
blows.
okay.
That's how Hila did it so much because I flurried everything.
Oh, yeah.
So if I don't see the shark,
You don't see the shark. They see the shark, but you're too deep.
I'm too busy. So I'm gonna just smack that dude.
Okay.
Do you know where the D20 for this pink set went?
I thought the D20 was with it. It was in the bag that I stored. We'll look for it. It might be under the couch or something.
That's usually what I...
Hey, 15?
Yeah. The things have AC 11. They're super squishy.
I'm gonna suplex that shark underwater.
6.
This shark under 6. That is not enough to kill it. This is the first one that survived. So the crow has 1 little hit point remaining, and it is the crow's turn.
I'm going to die from
It
this.
sees
crow's gonna
this.
kill you.
It sees this turning sideways, and it is going to use the disengage action, and it moves, and then it's going to use its move to just, it's out. It's fucking done with this.
I defeated that so easily.
Yeah. You don't know why he ran away.
No
The
idea.
Ato's turn. Are you wounded? Like bad?
No. Oh, well.
What are you at?
16.
Out of...
24.
I'm at half my health. I'm bleeding everywhere.
He's going to come down to you then.
Like I'm
he
bleeding
says, "You okay down there?"
Not at all!
He's going to swim down there. This thing's going to take its opportunity attack against him.
Oh my god.
But it beefs. It beefs on a 9. So he's just already gone by the time it slashes as you, like, block it with your shield. He's going to come down there, and he's going to drop a big... Oh, wait, no. He heals from a range. I'm sorry.
Oh, so he'll be right where he was.
Yeah, you know what? He's going to move over here, though, just because it's easier to move and the shark's on its way. He conjures up a little spectral spine again, and he throws it down. He is casting Healing Word on you.
Okay.
So you heal for max result, which right now, because I don't have the Life Cleric in front of me, is 7. You heal for 7 hit points.
Okay. That's
Oh, wait, no, he's not even a Life Cleric. He's a Valor Cleric.
Is it still 7?
Yeah, it's up. I didn't want to make a true heal bot. He's like a part tank heal bot.
That's so good.
All of you are relatively tanky, which is nice. And it is now the fire bat Cutterfish's turn, and it like as it's like swimming around, it sees the shark. It's leaving.
I get an opportunity.
It disengages and it.
Oh, bitch!
See,
Ten.
you even have a
but
chance.
as it swims by you, you still take 2 damage as it swims
It
by.
just hates you in particular.
Dick
20,
fish.
25, 30, 35, and then it uses its move action
That's
to
big. That's big dick energy from that fish.
zip out of there. That fish got big dick energy. But the nice thing is the initiative condenses. Now it is Chisel's turn, and then it will be the shark's turn.
Okay.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? So describe for the listeners at home what you do rather than just move your piece.
Oh, okay. So, she goes from the kelp, above the kelp, to just swimming, like, ferociously in a line, so that way she and the shark can be eye to eye at the same level.
Okay.
And then... Oh, God, what am I doing?
Are you going to intimidate the shark?
I'm gonna try to intimidate the shark.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a big shield, and I try to make, like a big noise as well as, like, puff up a bit as a shark.
Give me an
I'm a shark. It's a shark.
How are we making big noises underwater?
How are you talking underwater?
Good point.
This is one that I'm willing to just
Oh
hand
no,
wave.
I was just thinking like, we are talking.
If we were playing a surface game, I'd be like, no, how are you making noises underwater?
We're not.
But we're playing in a fantasy world.
Okay, so...
Please intimidate this shark.
I'm really hoping...
That's all the
I okay, so it's 11, 12, 13, 14?
I'm going to say that this shark hungy, so I'm going to say no.
Okay. What if I
you were
use an inspiration?
The shark is here for this food.
So what if I use this inspiration?
No. Okay, you want to re-roll?
Yeah, you said I was close.
Fine, re-roll. Scare a shark away.
Okay, less.
No.
I try to scare a shark as a shark.
The shark sees blood. That was it for
Oh,
your...
well, I that was only half my move. That was my movement.
End your action. You intimidate the shark.
That was it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You're now. This is bad.
Whew! Well, I am looking death into the eyes. I'm gonna suplex the shark.
Why are you going to suplex the shark?
The shark charges.
Charges us. Yeah.
You have less than full hit points, right?
Yes.
I'm going to say this one has Blood Hunter then, so it has advantage on this attack roll.
Great.
14 armor class.
No.
Probably ain't going to cut it, though.
Nope.
Oh, nice.
It, like, bites around that shield.
Grab it.
How do you want to defend yourself?
No, I put my shield up.
So you, like, have the shield, like, in this shark.
Yeah.
Shark's, like, big-ass mouth, and you're, like, wrestling it back and forth, and it's like, arr, arr, like, trying to thrash you.
Can I get another taste of that shark real quick?
Arr.
Yeah. Just really liked it. Really liked it. I thought it was good.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Top of the initiative, Anastia.
It's you, Anastia.
So now I see the shark.
Yes.
But
I
yeah,
see the shark.
as I like,
I know what I want to do.
please. Run away?
Get more eggs. You've picked this section clean. Like, you have to like swim elsewhere.
It's hard because like I'm holding a lot of eggs. I'm now probably.
You're holding too many eggs. Like.
I'm holding too many.
To use your weapon.
Yes, I mean at this point I would like to use my book to see if I can use these eggs for anything. Now is the time I would look at it.
All right.
And then
You spend your action consulting your book.
that's a bonus action.
Yeah, no, that's what she would do.
No.
That's a bonus action.
She would do
For
it, though.
monsters. You're looking up, like, egg recipes.
No, I'm not trying to eat them. I'm looking at the actual thing the monsters were from to know
You're
if
looking at
these
the
are
species.
just the
Yes.
general species.
So, yes.
To now know if these are useful or not. I didn't think to do that.
Oh,
I mean,
it doesn't tell you that. It tells you about the living monsters, not about their life cycles.
Okay,
So in this book, you learn that those things that you were fighting are a species known as cutterfish. They're a CR 1/8 threat. They are very territorial and relatively dangerous creatures that have evolved like these bladed underfins. The eggs are apparently tasty, but like there's no like they're just caviar.
Oh. So I dropped
People
them all.
people pay top pearl for
dollar?
it. Yeah,
Top
like
pearl?
they are considered to be like a delicacy because these things are super aggressive and no one wants to get them.
I can't use my weapon. Okay,
Yeah,
How-
you've just been.
Okay, how
You have
many-
your cloak thing.
Yeah, can I
It's a
put
bag
it in the
cloak,
can I-
right?
Yeah, so I'll
That's
put
your
it in
action.
That's my whole action. Okay, so I'll do that and then I can move as well, right?
Yeah. You can always.
All right. So, please get away from the shark.
No.
Well, okay. So I'm gonna go.
More like no.
No. So I am just screaming that and
So you're moving to the edge of the map.
I'm trying to. I'm not gonna stay there as she's fighting a shark. What am I doing?
Okay, that's fine. What's your passive perception?
13?
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Okay.
Aito's turn. He's gonna help. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He swims right up. If there was ever a time to use another inflict wounds, it is now. Aito inflicts wounds. Aito for sure hits. 3d10 of venom just directly into this thing. Ooh, he rolled real good. I rolled 19 damage.
Oh.
It's still alive.
Oh. Oh no.
Cat is gone. It is her turn. Sweetie, it's your turn. I think she's doing something for her hand. You back?
Yes.
Hello.
So what you missed is Aito swam up to the shark and injected it with, what did I say?
I swam away from the shark.
You did good.
19 points of venom.
Venom?
19 points of poison damage. I've refluffed his inflict wounds instead of necrotic. It does poison.
Oh, nice. Nice.
It is
All right.
still fucking alive, but like you can tell this thing is hurting. Like it's just like its jaw slacks around your shield.
Oh, good.
And it is your turn.
It slacks. Oh, okay. So
Like it goes slack. Like it just got toxic shocked.
All right. So what I'm gonna do,
It's
I'm gonna
septic.
try to rule and cool this.
Okay.
The shield is still in its mouth, right?
Sure.
Cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my hand out of the holder and take my Kopesh with two hands, and then use the Kopesh to like whack it so it like kind of reverberates through the shield a little bit. So I'm hitting it, but like it's also in its mouth, so it.
Let's call it a D6 thunder damage.
Ooh, nice.
So
I
you
like
have
that.
to roll the attack roll. You still have to hit it.
Right. Okay. 16.
Give yourself disadvantage.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. This is tight. I don't care.
I did good.
Good. Well, then yes, you had disadvantage,
16.
and it was super cool.
16.
So go ahead and roll a d6 and add your strength mod, and it's gonna do thunder damage.
Oh, cool. Okay, so my dex mod is 0, so it's 5. And then my actual damage right now is a d10 because I'm using two hands.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
No. A d6 thunder damage. Like it replaced your damage type.
completely?
Yes.
Well, I hit it too.
No, I know, but you did the shield. That's why I said it's a d6 damage. It has 4 health.
Oh, okay, it's dead. I just really
So
wanted
you-
to kill it, apparently.
Like drive the pommel into that shield, and it just like reverberates, and like a bunch of the teeth just fall out. And like that and is enough to like shake it up. In addition to the venom, that it just like it just stops moving and just lays there. It's dead.
Okay.
Anastia is in shock. She thought you were going to die.
Anastia, you take 4 points of damage.
Why?
Uh,
No! Please.
You're away from the shark, and you have the eggs. They wait. You went to the edge of the map.
I
They couldn't
know.
not attack you.
That's so funny.
They are both going to attack.
I deserve.
They both have advantage.
No.
If I die, that's how I want it to go.
One crits.
Good.
The other crits.
Kyle.
It's okay. It's okay.
I swear to God, I can't fucking fake this. I'm calling them as they come.
I know.
That reduces your armor by 2 points of durability.
Forever?
Yes. The AC doesn't go down, but like your armor is 2 steps closer to just breaking now.
Oh,
Alright, so
sorry.
Let's say that your armor had 4 steps of durability. You were crit last week. You're on your last step of durability.
So,
How much damage?
So between you took the 4, right? So it's going to be in addition to that from 2 more attacks. It's going to be 14 points.
Oh, God. So.
Down. I assumed.
it's my turn.
That's another scar, by the way. It is Anastia's turn. I need a death saving throw, Anastia.
That's
Death.
death. It's time for death.
Oh my God. 50. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's fine.
Okay, you are fine. You have 1 success on your death saving throws.
I have a scar counter, so 2 ugly scars.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. This one I'm going to say is probably like... I am in control of the scars, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
This scar is like one of those like nasty like corkscrew ones, and it's up your arm.
No.
Ato's turn. He goes, oh, hey,
What?
look! And he points, and you see Anastia
Oh, dear.
just being savaged by these things.
Behemoth's toes. And she just, like, starts to...
He 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is within range to shoot. No, he's out of first levels.
Oh, okay, I have stuff.
He's out of first levels. The shark is dead, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I take its body and I start swimming.
I'm coming! He will
I can't hear anything,
He
guys.
will attack. He will. Actually, you know what? These things are not attacking her corpse. They seem to be like collecting the eggs.
Okay.
They just seem to be collecting the eggs.
Okay.
They do seem like they like are aware of Ato's approach, though.
Okay.
And so Ato says, "Should I shoot?"
It looks like they don't want anything. They just want the eggs. So, like.
Okay.
Just chill. Just
so
chill.
he'll ready his action if they go to attack Anastia. He will fire a bolt.
Right.
Okay.
On
it
my
is
turn,
Chisel.
I'm going to give her some hit points.
You have to make it to her.
No, I don't. Within 60 feet, I'm going to invoke heroism, and
Temporary hit points aren't hit points.
I can't give her any hit points.
Temporary hit points are not hit points.
Okay.
They're like how do I want to phrase this?
Well, is lay on hands a bonus action? Would you say?
Lay on hands is it's an action, but we
1,
do it
2,
as a bonus
3,
action
4,
because
5,
it's better that way.
6, 7. So wait, I'm sorry, I counted wrong. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
What are you doing? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
I don't want
30,
to go too close to them.
35,
I don't
40,
want to freak them
45,
out.
50, 55. You can make it there in 60 feet. What's your swim speed?
My swim speed is 25. But I figured if I did it twice, I would get 50 out of it.
Exactly. So you can get to like here if you want to stay away from them.
I have to touch her though.
No, exactly. So she's gonna make another death saving throw before then.
Are you still gonna be dragging the shark?
No, the shark has let go of the shield.
No, I want.
If you drag the shark, your speed is 5.
Oh, fine. Fine, it's staying there for now.
Yeah, it's like a shield in Halo. I was gonna say like we're like Symmetra or something. Like it doesn't help you if you're dead.
Fine.
Okay, so you make it to like here then, right? With double move?
Yes,
You make
and-
it to about there.
Yes, I'm going to stay in the brush really quickly so they can't see me. If if that's okay.
You should
I
probably
don't
say
wanna
out
freak-
of the brush. That's where their eggs are.
Oh, I'm out of the brush. I'm actually above it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
above the brush.
That's fine. Anastia, I need a saving throw.
Please don't roll a 1. You'll die again.
That's one fail.
It
Go
wasn't
ahead
the
and mark
one.
that. Go ahead and mark
Wasn't
that
the
fail.
one.
Failure.
Okay, it is Ato's turn. He holds. He does not have lay on hands. He is out of heals.
Oh, I do. I'm going to have to do it
Okay, so how do you want to approach this?
very cautiously. I'm going to go.
Give me animal handling then.
Fuck shit. I don't got great in that either.
Do you have an inspiration point?
Really wish I had my freaking pink die because that one's the one that does.
You can look for it.
That was a 20. I just want to say.
Oh, it's not
18.
bad.
18's not bad, dog.
19. So
You cautiously approach, and they like eye you, but they go back to like getting the stuff, and then they swim away.
oh good. Okay. I wait. I like hold everything.
Yeah, they swim
And-
back into the kelp, and they like begin to like spit the eggs back out.
So I'm gonna say I hold my action until they leave, and then I lay on hands.
And you, how much do you want to heal her for?
We still have some traveling to do for the day, maybe.
It might be time to set up.
I think we're going to set up camp, so I give you 10 hit points, just to... So I'm gonna give you all of my blood.
Fine need points. So you are at 10.
Make fun of me.
Fine need points.
I'm trying really hard.
No, I know it's very good. You're doing quite well. And so they go back to their thing. Anastia, you have gained nothing.
Gained.
Gained nothing, but several vicious scars in your armor and on your body.
I hate everything about my life.
Anastia sort of comes to you. You feel Chisel's like hands like rubbing your arm, and then sort of like your face and neck and your chest to sort of like restart your heart.
I don't know why I'm rubbing you, but I am.
Because you have to lay hands.
I thought I could just be like,
You have to touch the afflicted areas.
oh, okay, so...
Like, I'm not just like, oh, one finger, you're healed, your gangrene is gone. Like, you have to,
I'm going to like, oh,
It's
can I be like a
magical.
massager? Like a masseuse?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Masseuse.
you don't have to be fucking weird about it.
no, but I think it's
Guys are-
cool because
guys
it's
are
like,
creeps.
oh, you're so much pain.
You also restarted my heart. so.
I hate all of you. So,
So I have to put my hand on your chest and be like, dunk, dunk. Like,
I mean, your heart didn't stop.
I don't know
but,
what's
like,
wrong with me.
She's helping your blood flow again.
I'm in a
And
lot
so,
of pain.
you sort of grab her and take her away. You, yeah, we'll just say you find a suitable camp. You find like a jutting rock in the sand, and like underneath it is like shaded and like relatively secure.
oh, I harvest that shark.
Okay, so you take the shark with you, and Ato goes, "Really? Is now the best time?"
I mean, why would we leave it though?
Okay. And he picks up a couple of the dead cutterfish. The living cutterfish don't really seem to give a shit.
Oh, okay, good.
That
I mean, we might as well, right?
was a fun little random encounter.
Yeah. Yeah, well, fun.
It was
good job,
all
Lauren.
Nastia's fault, and then I died. So it's like it. I
Good
learned
job,
lessons
Anastia.
today.
This is how it's going to be from now.
And so you are all sort of,
Has it been like this the whole time you've been traveling with her? Every day.
you are all resting under this thing, and it is time to set up camp. And like, what that means in terms of like an aquatic setting, I am still sort of figuring out. But this is the third leg of the travel rules, and it is a survival roll.
Oh, I remember I put that in performance instead of survival.
If you want, it's only one person.
Oh, then you do it, please.
Great. Great.
Ato will assist. He is trained in survival.
Oh, thank God.
You have advantage.
Okay, so the first one was better. So it's going to be a 15 survival.
That is fine.
Okay.
You set up actually quite well in this area. And so you're going to recover all of your hit dice, I'll say.
Okay.
You know what? Let me make a note of that. Rest, heals, percents of hit points.
Pontus says shark leg. Shark armor.
Shark skin. Shark lad armor. I just killed Shark lad and I put his skin on.
I'm just like not even okay.
Shark lad.
So, Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
That's a great movie.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl both get skinned.
Do you want to skin this shark?
Yes.
Or do you just want to like chop it up for meat?
I will skin it and chop it up for meat.
Okay,
Also,
so
all our health is back.
at the end of the long rest, yes, you all heal
Just
full.
making sure.
All of your hit dice come back. Because you only have 2 at this level. So
Yeah.
you gain 1 back and you didn't have a short rest and you didn't lose any hit dice. So you're fine.
Yeah.
Shark scale armor, lads, yes.
I would like that, yes.
You can give me a leatherworking check. Because shark scale is really tough, I'm going to say let's call this one strength plus leatherworking.
Oh, nice.
As you're just sort of like carving it off.
Okay. Plus leatherworking. Wait, because I use the tools, isn't that an advantage or no?
No, it gives you your proficiency bonus.
Oh, okay, so that's 8 plus 2, or 7 plus, wait, was it 7 or 8?
I thought it was 8.
8 plus 2, so that's 10, plus my strength?
Plus your strength mod.
Okay, which is 3.
So 13.
Yeah.
Okay. 13 isn't bad. Like, I actually wrote out some of
I
those
feel
for
like
this.
she's really good at mediocre things.
So this was so you got a 13.
She's an expert at mediocrity.
It works out better for
So
you than
this
me.
was a size large monster.
Yeah.
And we would say that this is an easy... Oh, no. We'll call this one a moderate. So you failed by 1, unfortunately. You gain 1/4 of the material. Because it was a large monster, it had 4 units. So you gain 1 unit of shark skin. It's not enough for a full suit of armor, but it is a common material that you can get in other places.
Okay.
So you have a unit of shark skin.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
You could make like a helm or something, or like a gauntlet. That'd be cool.
If you succeeded, if you had 1 more point, you would have gained an extra unit, basically. You would have gone half instead of a 4th.
It's alright.
So...
I figured I wouldn't get too much, but...
That's fine. And while you're doing this, I am going to say that Ito is going to skin the fish. And he is going to try and harvest the blades.
Oh, that's a good idea. Damn, Otto is so much better. Ato is so much better.
I'm fluctuating between the pronunciations. ATO, and the way I was saying it session 1 sounds like Otto, like Otto Rocket.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I'm
That's the
trying
only
to
example I guess
avoid
of that
that.
one's
You beefed it, squid.
I'm 100% at performing at 70%. I'm going to use
That's
his
exactly
inspiration.
what her whole thing is like. I'm so good at the averageness I get.
This
Like,
is easy. So
oh god, I'm doing good, guys.
Better than me.
I don't know why my hand hurts so fucking much.
there was
been playing
1,
so
2,
hard.
3.
I must have been playing so hard. All the monsters.
The monster.
They need to be
So-
hunted.
He managed to extract 1 of these blades. This blade counts as a short sword.
What? That's exciting.
It has to be like prepared and like embedded. But when it is embedded, it will count as like a short sword razor.
Cool.
It'll do slashing damage. It'll do 1d6 slashing damage. But he has successfully harvested 1 of the blades. The other blades were damaged in the fight. And unfortunately, a lot of the shark was envenomed. So
Right.
most of the shark skin was corrupt. The rolls aren't just like, you fucked up. It's like, the battle didn't go the way you wanted. You
That's
did more
true.
damage in combat than you thought you would.
We were
Like,
kind of panicked because we were like, she's down. She's about to go down, and we have to do this.
Are all the eggs gone?
The description. Oh yeah, you lost every single one, dude.
I lost everything. Just game problems.
Fine, you have 1.
One clutch or
No,
one?
1.
Wow.
It's like yay big. It's like a green tomato.
It's like the beginning of Finding
tomatillo.
Nemo.
Yeah,
But
you
where's-
found Nemo.
But
You're the shark in that instance.
I'm the shark.
Your arm is so fucked up. They've like wrapped it in like kelp with poultice and stuff like that. Like your arm's fucked up.
I've been really quiet and just sort of poking it.
So listen. As he's like finishing the blade, and he like stashes it in his like
Yeah.
sack over his back.
She's shucking the meat right now.
Yeah, like he passes you the fish that he's cut out, and he like gestures some of the meat to you.
Yeah.
As he's like, cutting his own meat. So, when I joined, I thought that what happened, with the orm was like a one-time thing. But this is now a two-time thing.
I thought
Is this going to be a three-time thing? Because we're close enough that I can probably make it back.
Is this arm thing a permanent scar, would you say? Is there a way to heal this? Is this permanent?
Listen, I'm sure there are weirs out there who could fix your scars or grow my leg and fingers back. If they were here, probably. But they're not here. I'm here. And I can't do that. So yes, it's a permanent scar. And that scar is your fault. Listen, I try to be nice, really, but you almost got yourself killed, and you almost got all of us killed. And I'm not about that life.
I could be more cautious, I suppose.
Why? That's all I really care about right now is why.
I don't want to be mediocre.
What?
That's all. I just, I think that it makes people feel better about things when they could look at me and I'm...
What in the abyss does that mean?
I will be more cautious from now on.
Alright, because I want to be perfectly clear. If this is the beginning, I don't want this to fester. Right now, you are beneath mediocre in my eyes. Beneath. You've almost gotten yourself killed 3 times in the 2 weeks that I've known you.
Yes.
It's hard to believe she survived.
2 of those times are your fault. Directly.
Yes.
What if there were more sharks?
I attempted to get away from you. You were the ones fighting it directly.
And so even though you weren't the one in the most danger, you still are the only one who passed out.
It was an unforeseen consequence. These things happen. I will make it happen
Chisel,
less.
could you have foreseen this?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have foreseen this.
Okay, then I need to know for real. Am I gonna make it to Psychophorum alive? Because that's important to me. Because I left Remelin because I finally thought it would be safe enough for me to swim out there. But now I'm starting to think it's not actually that safe out here with you.
I'll not... I'm fine. Won't take as many risks. It's fine. I'm the only one who was injured anyway. I don't understand why... Fine. It won't happen again.
I mean, you were the only one seriously injured. But we were hurt too.
I was very injured.
We were both hurt too, and it was because of your actions.
If you guys would like to take the lead, I
No.
suppose it's fine.
It's not about that. I don't want to be the leader. Frankly, I think both of you have more experience with this than me. Somehow. If you do this, maybe before you do it, you let us know what you want to do. Instead of just swimming off and grabbing a bunch of stuff that I could have told you are cutterfish eggs. We eat them all the time in Remelin.
I'll consult more. That's fine. You seem very knowledgeable about this stuff, so that's fine.
All right. I just want to make it to Psychophorum. That's all I want to do.
And I promise you'll get there. I have been protecting her this whole time, and I can protect you too. I know it's not the point. I'm just saying that if you... I promise that I won't let it get out of hand. I've been doing this for a while.
All right, fine. I trust you, Chisel. Then let's just do it. I'm sorry if I'm seeming like an asshole, but it's life or death in the open ocean.
Yes.
I'm intimately familiar with that.
I understand. I'll be more careful.
Thank you. We probably don't have time to fix your armor, by the way. It's shredded. We had to take it off of you. It's a mess. And he takes his off and he like throws it over to you, and it like gently floats through the water and then like floats up to the ceiling of the rock above you. I've been doing just fine with this. And he puts his old armor back on that apparently was in his bag. Just give it to me when we fix yours, okay?
Sure. I probably look awful putting it on, right?
It's very tight on you. He's a lot smaller than you.
Yeah, I don't know how.
And he's big, but like it's big enough to fit you, but it's like it's kind of snug.
It's a little snugger.
This is probably the worst punishment, even more so than the death I experienced earlier.
Do you say that out loud?
No. I'm thinking it.
It's a good punishment. For her, it is. This is the punishment.
And here's the thing: he doesn't realize he's punishing you.
I know, that makes it worse.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
thinks he's doing me a favor.
That was a good scene.
Okay.
And also, I liked your "I've been taking care of her." I was into that.
Aww.
So
You have
we rolled
That's the
good
reason
enough.
why you're not dead right now.
We rolled good enough on the make camp for this leg. Let's do another leg if you're interested.
Sure. Yeah, I think we can survive one more leg.
Yeah.
One more leg. So, in the
I'm not in charge of this one.
His armor, that like the pad that he wears.
Yeah.
What armor were you wearing, Lauren? Was it leather? Did it count as leather?
thought you had hide.
I had hide armor.
Okay.
And I
This
have
is-
one step left.
This is much worse than that. Oh, no, yeah, it has one step left, but like the hide armor at one step left is reduced in its armor class potency.
Oh.
Is what we're gonna end up doing with it. So I figure we'll just cut to the quick on that and just give you different armor.
Gonches says there's not going to be much on Anastia by the end of this.
No, there won't be. So this armor counts as padded armor.
Okay.
It's 11 plus your dexterity modifier is your armor class while wearing it.
Oh, I'm going to be in a lot more trouble now. I'm 13 now. So, yeah, this is
How the
fun.
You should have only gone down by 1 point.
Wait, how? Because it was...
If hide armor is 2 plus dex.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, what's it supposed to be again right now? Sorry. 'Cause that...
11 plus your dexterity modifier. Do you have a shield?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, but that's plus...
Plus 2.
Yeah.
So it would be 11 plus your dex mod plus 2. From the shield.
Oh.
Yeah, you get the plus
That's
two
probably
whenever...
where the math is. So what's your dex mod?
2.
So
13,
13,
so
15. So you have 15 armor.
That
Yeah.
was my mistake. Okay.
Okay. No, it's okay. Listen.
So I was like...
Like I said, D20 is obtuse.
So right now my armor class with the shield is redonkulous, so...
Well, you also have heavier armor.
I have heavier armor, I have a shield, I'm like a 19 right now with my shield.
Holy shit.
Yeah, when I use 2 hands though, it goes down by 2.
Once you get plate, you're gonna be at 21.
I'm gonna be a juggernaut!
You're gonna pre, dude.
Don't worry! I hope.
No, actually, no. Actually, not even that.
So, let's do the travel rolls. Constitution, please. Constitution saving throws, as you guys do the actual act of traveling over the next few days.
Actually pretty good.
Yeah, I did okay. How'd you do?
17.
Yes.
19?
Yes.
Yes!
And somehow I did best of all with a 21.
Oh, nice.
good!
He rolled a 19.
He's like... He has less to carry because 1, he's missing a limb. But 2...
That has nothing to do with it.
Can't you swim faster?
No, he swims a little off. Like, I don't want to make fun of him. Like,
No,
it's a
I'm
thing
just
that he has
saying,
to live with.
I think he would be a little lighter.
Shut up.
I'm just...
So the travel goes really well. No one loses anything because you all succeeded by a great amount. Next up is orientation. Who wants to roll to orient? It is intelligence plus cartographer's tools.
Why I don't do shit like this.
I have no intelligence bonus.
I have no intelligence.
I have an intelligence bonus, but I don't know if you guys would trust me to
How
do
much
this
is
again.
it?
2.
That's more than any of us.
Too higher than everybody else.
Like, if you roll well, it's gonna be really good. It's better than 9.
13's not bad.
Could be worse.
So with a 13, let's say that's a regular success. We'll say the DC was 12. So you are swimming and you are making average time. Nothing remarkable, but nothing too terrible. You've righted yourself. You're back on the right course when you consult your fish tattoo map. And finally, the last one is going to be a survival check. The last check to see how well you rest. That is one person makes a survival roll.
I have 3 in survival, so I'm gonna...
Okay. What's survival tied to? Wisdom?
Wisdom,
Yeah.
Then I would have a +5.
Oh, then you
You
do
do
it.
that.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll just out in the open, okay?
All right.
I rolled bad!
So you have inspiration.
I already used it. I used it on the harvest, and I botched it real bad. So...
Celebrate Christmas, go.
So unfortunately, we rolled real bad.
We are never getting to fucking Psychoform.
No, it's okay. So the camping survival, the first thing is...
My partner's gonna be like an old man when I get there. Oh, even though she's an old woman.
everybody loses 1 hit die. Just... so like in the little thing where it says used, you use 1 up. Hit die no longer replenish on long rests. They replenish through the travel rules. Like, before they went right up to full. That is no longer the case. And let's say that the penalty for failing, in addition to that, because we rolled real bad.
Wait, sorry. My hit die went up real high. Like right now it's 11.
No.
It's your level.
You have 2.
It's your level.
You have a D10. An amount of D10s equal to your level.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I think you did a tally mark.
I don't know.
One, two.
I don't know why I did that, but I'm really
I was like,
confused.
whoa.
And I was like, all right, so
Perfect.
I got 10
Nailed
more.
it.
It's fine.
I'm doing good, guys. I looked down and I was like,
You guys crack me up. And we're going to say that the bad roll here, the penalty is insomnia. We're going to call it insomnia.
so we can't sleep.
You guys do not rest well. If you have any spell slots that you would have recovered, you do not recover them. So, like, if you smote, they do not come back.
How ugly do I look now that I haven't gotten any sleep?
You look haggard. But, like, I don't... So actually,
many
you tell me,
indignities.
what's keeping you awake as you sort of, in this new patch, it's sort of like a rocky field, maybe about 50 feet deep, and you all have managed to sort of, like, make a little, like, rock nest around yourselves, put, like, a kelp tarp on top to keep shit out. What is keeping you all awake?
Well, how close are we to Psychoform?
You're maybe a third to a half of the way there.
A third?
A third or a half of the way there.
So
I mean, there's a side
would we
quest.
be
You guys aren't
need-
going to make it Psychoform this adventure.
No, I
Like,
figured that, but like, how close are we to the Acipros?
You're about to be in the thick of it.
Okay, so she's a little worried. She knows she can get through this, but she's a little worried.
Okay.
Like, especially since Anastia's almost died like 3 times. And, like, her whole thing is about, like, being a hero and helping people. And she's like, if this person dies, I'm going to, like, hate myself. I can't even look my partner in the
yeah,
eye.
you're all
Like,
like-
she's freaking.
You're all at full health, by the way.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
That, I'm not touching that.
That's okay.
What's keeping you up, Anastia?
So, one of the horrible wounds that I have now, and the indignity of wearing this
Indignity?
too tight, whatever armor this is. I think my master would be disgusted with the way I look right now. His level of fanciness is off the charts. I can't even believe I am forced to live in this way. No one likes me. I'm trying really hard, and all the children loved me, but no one here does, and they give me ill-fitting clothing as if I'm a child who doesn't know what they're doing, but I've killed many monsters, so that's what I'm doing right
So you're just like a mile a minute. Just downward spiral. Listen, we've all had nights like that. I can relate.
Yeah, it's gotten bad.
Yeah, and Ato is thinking about something. You sort of hear him. Actually, we all have dark vision, I assume, right?
Yeah.
You sort of see him like sort of toss and turn in the night. He is awake for most of it, even when it's like not his guard shift. So you all wake up in the morning and you all look haggard.
Nice.
The kelp.
I look more intimidating because my eyes are bloodshot and I'm a shark person.
The kelp tarp that you sort of put up and like lined with rocks on the top.
Yeah.
To like cover the hole. It is gone.
Oh no.
When you sort of look up, you can see the surface of the water and like sort of even just like the particulate in the water. Mm-hmm. It's very choppy. It's a very foul weather day. Huh. That's supposed to be storm season for at least another couple months. Oh well. Let's back up then, yep.
Probably.
You pack up.
Oh, sorry. Didn't get much sleep last night.
Yeah, I think that's going around. Mm-hmm. As you're all packing up, you're packing up, I guess quietly based on your there's like a, like on your shoulder, like a thump, thump. Like a bending thwap on your shoulder. It's gentle, but like thump, thump.
Well,
Do you look back?
Yeah.
It's Ato. And he is holding a fish. Gotta eat.
Thank you.
He gives it to you. Okay.
What is this?
It's a fish. I'm confused.
Oh, is it like a fancy
arena
fish?
cave.
You're in like a little stone pile that you've sort of made.
Can I make an investigation check?
Sure, what are you investigating?
I want to find a shiny rock.
You find a shiny rock.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. You find like actually. You don't find a shiny rock.
Boo! She took it away. Thou shalt give and
You find something more interesting.
Oh.
It is metal.
Well, that's weird. Especially in this world without metal.
Metal is exceedingly rare in this world.
Okay.
But like people, children talk about metal like it's a thing. But like, you find this piece of metal as you're sort of like dusting some stuff aside, and it's still shiny. And like, your master told you once that like most metals in the world, like unless they're magically treated, they just corrode down here.
Right.
But when you detect on it, it's not magical. Huh. This metal is purely non-magic. And it's this sort of like circle of metal.
It looks like that.
With teeth. It looks better than that because I'm a bad artist.
It looks cool for
great.
people who are not looking
but
at
this
it.
little black thing in the center is like a hole that runs through it.
How far is it from where we are?
No, it's like...
I found it.
You found it.
Oh, okay.
And it's small. Like, it's small. It's like a little larger than like a quarter. Like, it's the size of like a large scallop.
Oh, cool. And it has a hole in the middle.
It has like it's like a bored hole in the middle. Like you would put like a hole in like a throwing spear for spearfishing or something. And it is just this like silvery, like fish scale colored metal.
Nice.
With like these square, blunted sort of teeth.
Okay.
And yeah, you pick it up and it's beautiful.
Okay. So
this thing alone is probably worth like 10 gold pearls.
What? Jesus Christ. All right. So, she takes it and she is going to put one of her kelp weave strings because she has. Like,
yeah, you have fibers.
Yeah, so she has the one of the nicer like greens that she uses, and she weaves like a thing and goes through the hole and stuff like that.
Okay, so you make like a lanyard.
Like a lanyard for it.
Okay.
And as we're packing up, she'll.
Yes.
Hey, we're heading out today, and I just wanted to
I'm
let you.
I'm very excited about it.
I know you are, and I've noticed you've been a bit down and out, and I really can't give you any other alternatives.
Is this your other D20?
No. Well, maybe it was.
It's not
then
mine.
yeah, I guess it is. I know you've been down and out, and we have a long way to go, and we're probably not going to find anything to fix your armor until we get to
Nothing
cycle
will
form.
fix this, probably.
No, there's definitely a crafter that can help. It's not the end of the world.
Psychophorum is kind of like the high capital of culture and fashion.
They're going to have so many beautiful things, but they're going to be expensive. So I thought maybe you might want this. And she takes out like this beautiful like metal thing, and it like looks very shiny and beautiful. And
what's this?
Wow,
she's like,
that was fast.
Well, you wear it, and it will. No matter what you wear under it, everyone won't care because they're looking at.
No one has this. Where did you get this?
I just found it in the cave, but it's rare. You know, it looks like metal.
I forgive both of you. You guys.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm ready to go. I'm rejuvenated. Thank you.
Yes. I figured just next time, let us know, and that way you won't get in trouble and ruin your beautiful outfit.
You think of everything.
I know I do. No matter, you could wear a trash kelp bag. Sorry. You could wear a kelp trash bag, and that
You could
necklace.
wear flotsam.
You could wear flotsam, and that necklace would make it shine.
People will recognize this.
Oh
whenever
yes. They will want to. They'll give you things.
They'll give me things.
Just to look at it, yes. So why don't we get packed up and head out, okay?
Yes, of course. Yes. You guys seem so tired.
She's got me.
I'm ready to go.
All right.
Hold on.
What?
This is awesome.
Alright, it's really.
It is.
And you just found it here?
I just found it in the back.
He starts to like dust up
So yeah.
the sandy bottom. If anyone wants to look for more stuff,
I would love to look for more.
this is going to be an investigation. But y'all are exhausted,
Yeah.
so it's disadvantage.
Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna
Roll
find
twice,
out which
worst
my.
result. Oh my god,
I'm
I
gonna
rolled
use-
2 18s.
I'm gonna use this one.
Okay.
So I would have gotten 20, but I don't now.
Natural
So-
20.
Disadvantage.
So 16 on mine.
Okay.
Okay, well that was a lot less cool.
16 is your lowest one?
Yeah.
That's really good.
I got really excited about the
I
natural
would
20.
have got a natural 20 also.
Son of a bitch. You said it's investigation?
It's investigation, yeah.
It's an 8. So.
No, unfortunately, you don't get it.
Did he do anything?
He rolled 2 18s.
Oh, so yeah,
Oh,
he's
wow.
good. Does he find anything?
So you and Anastia sort of start to move stuff up. You're checking in the cave, like in the little hole
Like
you've
hole.
made. But he swims up and starts to move rocks on top around. Like, this is a huge find. Like, that's like a ransom of what you guys just found.
Right.
Um,
She knows it's worth money, but she's not into the finer things in life. She's,
yeah, exactly.
She's very practical.
It's metal.
It's metal, but still.
And sure enough, as you and him search around, you find, you specifically, how did you do?
I got a 16.
16, so we'll call that success with a 5. You managed to find, roll 2d4. So 1,
Yeah, that's great.
5. You managed to find 5 more of these little metal things of varying sizes.
Okay.
Let's say you find 3 small ones and 2 more of those medium-sized ones. Do either of you know what this thing is, like, out of character?
No. Is it like a gear?
It's a gear.
Oh, okay, that's what Okay. Yeah!
It's a
Give it
gear.
to me.
Nice.
Thank you. I would just want one of the small ones. I don't really like the big ones. But, like,
Yeah.
if it... I would just be like, just...
And this is stuff you can haggle. Like, this is stuff you can haggle for. So the medium ones are worth around 10 gold pieces. The small ones, we'd say, are probably worth around 6 gold pieces.
Okay, cool. So
and-
I'll just take one. I don't need more than one.
Sure. And Ato, as he sort of moves stuff around, he finds something, like, really strange. He pulls up these, like, tubers, like root vegetables almost, except they're not alive. They're not like flesh. You can't eat them because he like tries and they have like a weird acerbic taste, and he like gestures at you, and like you can cut through it, but it tastes awful. Like,
I see that. I'm not even trying it.
Yeah.
It's gross.
And I got good teeth.
and as he sort of continues to check around that area, he pulls up this weird, like, metal cylinder, almost. And this metal cylinder fixed at the front is glass. Like, honest to God, fire-forged glass. And on the back end of it is another piece of glass. And, like, there are some wires sort of sticking out of it. And it's like a small metal cylinder inside of a large metal cylinder, and you can, like, collapse it and expand it, and collapse it and expand it. And it's just like he sort of ties the wires around part of it and, like, sort of looks through it. The glass itself is tinted red. And he sort of hands it over to you.
Does the same thing.
It's not, like, in our world, it's not really so much like a telescope. It's not really a telescope. It sort of functions like one.
It's a telescoping lens, but
exactly. But it's not designed to be used. It's not maximized to be used as a telescope. Clearly, this served some other purpose, but it functions as a rudimentary telescope, but it tints everything red. So, I would say that, you know, it might give you advantage, or it might let you make perception rolls at a distance, but, like, with disadvantage or something.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
But yeah, so if one of you want to write down, you know, red lensed magnifier or something, like, also just got a mouthful of transmission fluid. What the heck is all this stuff? It's really weird.
I have heard of sorry, out of character. It's ruins of the what are the people from before?
Oh, the origins.
Yeah,
that's. I would ask for you to make, like, an int roll for that, because, like, myths about the origin. You know what?
I thought, like, a paladin would know.
This might be priory tech.
Priory tech?
Like,
okay,
the priory, the Aristotle's
yes, we know about the priory,
right?
Yeah.
But, like, for listeners and Lauren, the
what
priory is this incredibly advanced, like, group of, like, they have crazy Age of Origin technology. The Age of Origin is the age that the Behemoths walked the earth. And they sort of go out and, like, set up this technology and stuff in certain places. But, like, even this, like, the priory stuff needs constant maintenance. Like, and this is all flawless. You've seen one of their desalinators. That in a lot of cities, priory members will set up these things called desalinators that'll separate the sodium from the water and, like, the salt from the water, and it'll produce, like, raw sodium chunks that apparently explode in water, even though the water itself doesn't explode. Like, the actual magic behind it is super confusing to you. You've probably seen this stuff too as a remnant. But then it'll produce water without salt in it, which, like, is a super rare treat. It's just, like, such a bizarre thing to have, and it tastes really strange. But yeah, like, even that is beyond the knowledge of the priory. Like, this would be an intelligence to have ever even heard the rumors about origin.
Then I would just be like, this kind of looks like priory tech.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, the people in that tower? The priory tower is located sort of, like, in the center of the ocean. It's a massive, incredibly advanced tower. Like,
yes, but they do the desalinators. Sometimes some of their members hold pieces that it's rumored that come from origins, but I don't really know.
Like the origins?
Well, I've never seen technology like that before.
Origins are the race that you all were originally. Like,
right.
They are the race that was blessed by the Behemoths to assume the Behemoths' form.
Okay.
But yes, they have different things, but it's
Weird.
It just looks like something the priory would have.
Wait, that's cool though.
It is. It is really cool. I've never even touched one of these before.
Here,
and I just thought that was pretty.
It's like lazily spins over towards you. It is pretty.
Right?
And as it gets towards you, like, the tide reminds you of the storm, and it gently, like, pushes it to the side. You like swim and grab it really quick, but it's like it's a reminder that weather is turning. Oh.
Is it safe? Is it safe to stay here?
No, we probably should travel, but lower.
He gestures at the sea floor.
Oh, I thought you said we went higher to find that stuff, so that's
You're
why.
searching the seabed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not like floating.
Oh,
you know what
okay,
I mean?
okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Thinking in 3 dimensions is really tough.
I know. I thought we were higher, but I'm not lower.
No, it's
I get
okay.
it.
Yeah.
No, I think if we stay to the ground, we should be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I've swam through worse.
Yeah, of course.
We'll be fine.
Have you never swam during a storm?
I have before, not for long.
How many
not
small pieces
often.
did you do?
She wrote it down. I think it was 3 small pieces and 2
Yeah,
medium
so then
pieces.
you said you had one on here,
Right,
so I
right.
have 2 small.
I kind of
2
wanted
medium.
another one so I could give one to my partner. but
Yeah,
I
go.
don't know.
I would give you.
Okay.
Just so I'll put one on for small. You get 2 small.
Oh, and you know, it would make a really good necklace. Here, we'll just do it like this, and like 1 little piece in the middle and 2 big pieces on the side. It looks like a beautiful art piece. People at Psycho Forum are going to think you're so fashionable.
A shadow passes over all of you.
Shit. Okay, so like our predator instincts take it. Not like predator, alien predator, but like predator, predator.
I just grab the necklace and hope no one tries to take it.
You can tuck it into your shirt.
Oh, well, the shirt's so ugly.
Not the same way that a cloud passes over, but similar to how the surf stinger nest passed over. This water, this darkness in the water gently tilts overhead. It is an odd darkness. It's like a spear of shadow. It's a point at the front that goes back just a little bit, and then ends in sort of like a square cornered butt. And it sails a little overhead. What?
Calling it now, orca.
It's not an orca. That would be funny, but no. Killer whales would obliterate y'all.
What about orca from Dot Hexine?
Fine. I almost
That
brought
would
up
be
Hack Song.
great.
Yeah, he gets transported here. He's in the Betwixt.
I was just about to say, one of those.
I accept it.
I need stealth rolls as the group is gonna try and escape here. And we'll do a group stealth check.
Well, at least there's a chance that I won't fuck it up.
50% of us have to pass.
I hope it's a low DC, because I got a 10.
Oh, it's opposed.
Oh, I got an 8.
That's a fail. A 10
So
is a fail.
two fails.
Otto rolled an 18. So, with his plus 1 dex, he got a 19.
Maybe I'll try it again.
I believe in you.
10. 10?
Something.
Son of a bitch.
You don't quite have full control over your magic quite yet. And as you're like looking at the thing and thinking of your partner, as that shadow comes over, as you get startled, the radiant light magic that you're just now learning how to do, you accidentally smite the gear. You smite the bauble, and it bing, makes a large beacon of light.
I grab it really quickly. Yeah.
And you grab it, and that shadow, there's a loud
No, it's a bird.
splash.
It's a bird.
And a rock tied, just like with like sinew rope, begins to like quickly descend into the water near you, and the shadow stops advancing.
We didn't do great.
So you try your best to hide, but you
Yeah.
already rolled your stealth.
Yeah, we know.
So you drew them in and fail to hide in this situation. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a chance to hide because this is technically a separate perception roll of theirs.
Okay.
Just try to hide. Lauren!
Better that time. Is it group?
Is it
I rolled a natural 20 as Otto. He's crushing.
I would have rolled
Is
a natural
it
today, but it's
a
not.
group?
Is this a group?
No, this isn't.
This is a group.
19. No, 18. I'm sorry.
Fine, we'll call it a group.
Oh, thank God.
Because you got natural one.
You know what? Give me an inspiration, and yes, it's a group. I like to tax you guys. Are you guys having fun with this? I'm really enjoying Kasvar.
I'm enjoying it.
I like it so far.
Really
It
having
feels
fun.
like we're always in danger.
That's my fault.
Now, here's a question. Does it feel like it's not just like a generic, like, above water? Like, it's not like, oh, we're underwater. Like,
No, you feel
it
like
feels like we're underwater.
Like we're still getting used to like the whole
I love
like
the idea of like
three-dimensional
depth.
thing.
I really like that.
Yeah, depth is insane.
But it's
to
work.
me.
It's not just like the generic, like,
No.
oh, we're walking.
It's interesting because I want to find out more ways to like. I'm gonna float this for a minute and then cut you down.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, oh
there's
yeah,
gonna be
there's
creative
gonna be a
stuff
lot of
with
really
this.
fun shit to do with that. Oh good, it's the bird stormtroopers.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
we're gonna die.
And sure enough, there
The
is
Star Destroyer.
who has the highest passive
I
perception.
have 13.
I have 13 as well.
Please roll d20s, both of you. Just roll.
4. I beat her.
You notice it before she does that. Unlike that loud splash, it is the faintest. Three tiny, silent splashes. And sure enough, you see 3 figures sort of.
Are the other 3 hiding in places I can see?
Yeah, you can all see each other, and like you
Okay.
manage, like you see that she's in a bad spot. This is the group roll taking effect.
Yeah, I am
Okay.
in
You see that she's in a bad spot, but you see a good spot near her.
I'm going to try to like point. I'm going to be like, no, you go over there. And then I'm going to go 3 above. And then I'm going to look to Otto and go 3 above.
He gives you a thumbs up.
Okay,
He saw what you were doing.
Okay, good. And I'm going to try to guide you gently to that place.
So you quietly slip over there, and these 3 figures sort of settle on the ground. It's really strange. Their feathered bodies are very sleek, small feathers. Their plumage seems to be intentionally cut, almost as if these ones are designed to dive. They have very long, sort of armored noses, almost. And when they sort of mouth at each other, speaking in a language that none of you understand, they don't have teeth in their mouths.
Birds with teeth are horrifying. Please don't.
Have you ever seen what a bird's tongue looks like? That's where the teeth go.
I would like to see this, please.
That's what we'll Google it after. Bird mouths are a fucking nightmare.
That's awesome. I mean, but bad, I guess. But I want to see.
These things have like spikes in their cheeks and on their tongue. Like their mouths are gummy maws, and like their lips seem to have like that hard chitin around them. Mm-hmm. They're not like Araucera or whatever. They are also descendants of origins as well, like some people think, but like the existence of their behemoth sort of means that much. But they aren't like Araucera. They're like a nightmare bird person. Mm-hmm. And they sort of look around with like these like beady eyes. And you can see, similar to you, they have like nictating eyelids, so that way they can see underwater.
Oof.
And they begin to look around. All 3 of them have these long plumed spears. It looks like a massive feather that has been like shaved along the side, so that way the end sort of has like that javelin frill, and the actual like point of it is like the hook of the feather that would keep it in place. And they sort of look around, and one of them gestures at the hole that you all were in this morning. And the other ones nod. And they circle it, and they just push the rocks in. And when the rocks fall, they stab through the rocks.
They thought we were in the rocks.
Well, you built like a little hole. They collapsed it on you so you couldn't escape, and then they stabbed.
They want us not alive.
And then they look around and go,
Oh, good. We must have left days ago.
They start to search
Oh no.
the area.
Oh,
Days ago.
We're gone forever now. Gone from the mortal coil.
One of them gets right next to your hiding spot.
I'm really hard trying not to move.
You freeze. They're probably looking for what caused that flash of light.
Yeah, I know. But I'm not going to give it to them.
They look around.
I don't have a cantrip of light or anything like that. Can they understand people?
No one knows.
Oh, no, I'm not
Don't test it out.
No one
not
knows.
gonna test it today. I say my spell and they go, "Oh, there you are, bitch!" Like,
Oh yeah, if you say a spell, they will hear you right now.
yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Jesus.
Yeah, they're looking for what caused it, and like
Shininess.
Yeah.
I actually have some of that weird looking orchard fruit you said.
It's not.
Shiny
It's not
on it?
shiny like these things. These things are shiny.
Okay. Fuck. But they just saw like a light. They don't know what.
They saw a big flash of light. Yes.
Okay. Oh! Oh, no, I don't want to get rid of that.
What do you want? What's your idea?
I have Saw Arm Eye Crystal.
That is fucking rare.
Yeah.
It's worth more than the gear
yeah,
for sure.
100% more
And
than the gear.
It reaches sort of like over where you are. Like it's like hovering above you.
I don't have anything.
And it's sort of looking around and sort of like kicking rocks to the side. One of the rocks like actually like lands on your head and then like gently falls
okay.
down.
That's okay. I like it.
Give me a wisdom.
A wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom would probably be resist fear. This is a fear effect.
Can I give myself heroism?
You would have to cast the spell.
Because I can't be feared if I have heroism.
No, I know, but they would hear you cast the spell.
Jesus Christ. Okay, better.
Much better.
13.
You keep that shit shut. You
Okay,
keep it tight. And when it says something, another one like sort of squawks, but it's distorted under the water. They aren't equipped to speak down here the same way you are. You can tell it's really difficult for them to talk. And it gestures at the surface. It looks like they're running out of air that they're holding. And it swims up in the next one. Then finally, the last one looks one more time and swims back up to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you both want to wait down here?
Well, they're probably going to dive again.
I'm willing to wait for a bit. I'm willing to wait for as
Yeah.
long as it takes.
I don't like waiting because I a shark, but I'll do it.
They do come down again. They spend maybe the next hour combing the area, and you just stay still.
I'm okay with this.
And sure enough, after that hour, they jump down like 2-3 more times. They go back up and they just depart. That rock on the sinew rope gets hoisted all the way back up, and it keeps going. And they're gone.
I'm going to make a perception check.
Okay.
Good idea.
9.
They're gonna come back for sure. For sure, they're gonna come back.
So we should wait.
Yeah, you should wait. You should use the whole. You should use the whole
Whole day.
day.
Wait. I'm not going to move. I'm going to wait and see if those two move then. Because if I think they might come back. So I'm just going to stay.
Yeah.
Because I'm very, very like...
Ato stays.
I'm basing my actions basically on what you guys are doing because I don't want to be the only one out. So
Now here is my question:
Oh my god.
do any of you want something to happen? Something not dangerous, but something to happen. A subquest to appear.
Sure.
I
Yeah. That we can...
I will need 1 inspiration point then.
I don't have any.
Spend less than what?
As they're going back up, one of them accidentally drops something. And it sort of rests on the ground. And Otto goes, "What is that, man?"
So I almost instinctively go for it, but since I got yelled at,
Wait.
I'm gotta go.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I cut you to the quick.
Yeah.
You like gesture for it, but you don't.
My skin tone is very sand-like.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a shark thing.
Okay.
I forgot I have mantle of cover. So I'm gonna try to bottom feeder this and take my armor off, and so I'm basically naked, and I'm going to like slowly, very slowly, nakedly go towards what the item is. But I have natural camouflage.
Nakedly. No, clerics don't get comprehend language. Oh well. So you all discover something on one of them. It drops off of the one that wasn't carrying a spear, let's say. It was someone who dove down with the three. It was a fourth person that dove down.
Oh, damn.
And they were wearing sort of like, almost like a feathered robe instead.
Oh, no.
And on their back, they were carrying almost like a long shafted fan on top. Like, have you ever seen those, like, in those old, like, Hollywood movies that were like super insensitive to Egypt, where they had those big fans that they would like fan somebody with? It's like that, but the feathers are like this, brownish color, and the shaft itself is like crude bone. But off of that, Acipros dropped something strange. It's a book. It's a formulist tome. Immediately, you recognize it.
Oh, okay. I know what a formulist tome is.
Formulist is this world's word for wizard.
Oh, okay. It's a wizard's tome.
All you know about the way that magic works in this is that it's like all math. It's all math. And once you understand the math, you can perform arcane magic. But wizard tomes like this, formulist books, are incredibly rare. Especially because this one is not a scroll. It is a book. And when you open the book, the pages are that strange tannish white color of Origin Age formulist paper.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This thing is radiating magic.
Oh, I gotta close it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I, like, hold it in the sand and, like, go into the sand a bit. So that way, like...
You go back into the sand.
And, like, hold.
The shadow is gone.
It is gone. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
And I wait a little bit longer, but this time I'm burrowed into the sand because of my skin.
So
and
you all sort of gather together. Though.
Yeah. Okay. And I put my clothes back on.
Okay.
And
you put your armor back on.
Yeah, I put my yeah. And then I.
What is that?
It's a what is it?
Formulist.
Formulist tome. For magic.
You could roll an int for that.
I don't know if I would know what that is.
Yeah.
It's titled Pre-Algebra.
Otto has no idea what that means.
I got an 18.
Most people
you know what a
didn't know what
formulist is.
pre-algebra meant.
Yeah, like this is formula magic. Like it's really difficult stuff, but like you could actually probably do some of this if you understood like the language it was written in. Actually, with your super successful result, as you sort of look through it, as she's sort of looking through it, it is written in 2 languages. The primary text itself is written in Origin, like it is written in the first language. But in the margins are modified formulas, like modifications to the math.
Ooh.
And those are written in a language that you do not know what that is.
Well, I wouldn't even
Your
know
best-
the origin one either.
I mean, like,
I know of what it is.
context
but
clues,
yeah.
you could figure it out.
Okay.
But and like context clues, the margin writing is probably whatever language the Acyprians
yeah.
speak. Acyprian, maybe? Garunan? Who knows? Who knows what it's called? But it is titled pre-algebra.
That's what I said.
No, this is algebra 2, dog.
No.
Calculus would be the hardest one.
have to reach that
But yeah,
level.
like it is like written in like modern ink next to this. Like the weird thing about the Origin writings is that it's not handwritten, or whoever wrote it writes every single symbol exactly the same every single time. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. You know what it is, Lauren?
It's printed.
It's a printed press,
Yes.
yes. It's a printed press spell book. Now we're getting into the weird stuff of the world,
like
which
it.
I'm excited about. But yeah, best guess, it's written in probably Origin, and it's written in...
Really magic.
It's super magic.
It's written
And
in
it's
magic,
written in-
so it's magic.
It's probably written in Cyprian too. The margins. But none of you can cast like comprehend languages or anything like that.
Not here, no.
No.
So, I'm gonna say let's get the heck out of here.
Do we know which way those things went?
That way.
The direction you're heading.
Huh.
So maybe we want to, like, go this way and then maybe very carefully.
Can't they like track those magic books? Like, isn't like that's a thing that I heard. Like, they can like feel where their book is, and then they can like track it.
They could feel the book?
That's what I
We
heard.
have to destroy
Do
the
I know
book.
anything about these books?
I mean, like, Otto,
Actually, I do. I don't know if that's-
might be being sensationalist right now, but the reality is, like, there are so many rumors about Origin stuff and, like, Origin formulist magic and just formulists in general that, like, maybe the coincidence of finding Origin Age metal and then an Origin Age tome from an Acipros bolt passing right over is enough to have really, like, genuinely shook Ato. Like, he might be overreacting, but he might not be.
Okay. Well, then why don't we leave the book? We don't need it. And they're gonna come back for it.
Well, actually, yeah, I mean, yeah. This book, by the way, is beautiful.
Are you sure it makes sense to leave it?
I mean,
here?
it is a shame because it's Origin, definitely.
Right, we could learn things from this. I'm just scooping it up as I'm like we could learn things from this, and I could have just take this with us.
Well, what if we see one sign of trouble, we drop it and run?
Of course.
Oh yeah, we throw it in the other direction.
Right, exactly.
Of
exactly.
course,
So for
we're-
now, we'll put it in the bag.
I'll hold on to it. I have
Okay.
this. I could put it in my cloak.
We'll put it in the bag.
Put it in the
Don't
bag.
trust
we
the cloak?
we promise. What
don't
if they
trust
see
it?
it or feel it? If it's in the bag, they won't feel it.
They would feel it in the bag.
Put it in the bag. It's not really a negotiation.
Put it in the bag. Come on. Come on. We got
With
to-
respect, you're the one who falls the most out of any of us.
Hey. Let's be calm. Let's be calm.
Other
Look,
injustices
look
would
how
you
beautiful your
inflict?
necklace is.
Oh.
Let's just
What?
how beautiful her necklace
Yeah, no,
is.
it is. I was caught up on the injustice thing.
I guess
Let
it's
this-
time to go.
It's time for us to go to Psychoform.
Right. Let's keep going.
Yes. That is what's important.
And that is where we're gonna end.
So I'm like, no, it's fine. It's fine. They're beautiful.
So
They're so beautiful. We can do this.
we'll say y'all have made it about halfway to Psychoforum.
did so
Does
much.
travel feel more fun with this system?
Yeah, it feels
I'm
like we're
enjoying
actually
it.
doing things.
I sort of feel like
Usually it's like,
more
okay, you travel
engaging.
for 4 weeks. Bye.
Bye. I had a blast. This was really fun,
Yeah.
especially for something that I wasn't sure what I wanted to do because I have so many different adventures that I'm like, which one do I do? I guess we're doing the Acipros one now.
Yeah, I guess so.
I will say this, historically, a lot of formulists actually do live in Psychoforum. So like there was probably someone there who could read this book for you. And yeah, that's sort of where we're gonna end. I had fun. Let me do the experience points really quick. Let's say I'll give an extra 100 experience each for that fun little scene and all the good role play we've had.
Yay.
Let me do the math
We're
real quick.
doing it.
then.
We're living our dreams.
Living
Don't
is
give
a
us
dream.
pre-algebra problems.
I
I
mean,
hope I
listen,
die in each session we
I will.
have.
You hope you die.
I
in
think
each
every session, which is 2. You,
So far,
You are
I'm
2
not-
for 2, my
2
dude.
for 2.
I'm doing it. I
I
am living
fucking
the
hope.
If
game.
you wanted to die every session, you've fulfilled
I
it.
fulfilled it.
So CR 1/2 is 100.
Oh my god.
CR 1/8 is 25.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Okay.
Just let me do. Oh, CR 1/4 is 50, but it was 1/8. So yeah, 1/8 has to be 25. And so you fought 5 CR 1/8 creatures, so that's 125 plus 300 divided by 3. So each of you get 175 experience points.
175, so that's 575 now.
Good. And now we're sort of on more of a slow level system since we're at a level 1. I had fun. I really enjoyed this.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I feel really good about this.
Hope my character isn't too.
No. You're doing great.
Is that really?
No. Yeah, like I don't want you to think that Ato like chiding you.
Well, no, I should be chided. I almost killed
exactly.
him multiple times.
Exactly. Like
my character was collecting eggs.
So the thing that I really like about
so many eggs.
The thing that I really like about what you did is that like the best role playing scenes, and I might have said this to you before when we were talking about like role playing theory. The best role playing scenes are the ones where issues are addressed but not completely resolved. Like we have sort of entered a different arc of this part of Anastia, but she's probably still going to do it at some point.
She's trying, but it's hard.
It's going to happen.
She really likes that kind of book.
But you are still growing.
She has
like,
proclivity.
that's the best stuff. I don't know where my mouse is.
It was in the middle of the table.
Oh, it's over there. It's on the floor.
Okay.
I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
Yes,
I
we
had
did. It was good. I think we role played well. So
Gam Gams.
I'm happy.
Hashtag
Bye,
blessed.
Gam Gams.
I'll get back to you about that email in a little bit.
Hashtag blast.
Hashtag blessed. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.